With Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, appearing in his head all the things he's wanting to be said. 19 minutes of Phil to Phil, with so much time to kill. He promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and chill. The stream's online and straight away begins to whine, but always fine as long as Shaz benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to endure like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran straight to feeling so insecure. The money earned from yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always had to stay on. If supports are also slow and stays so low and fails to grow, you never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. One ticked off across the board with charge to ward because his code can't be ignored. Just how much DSP makes us feel so bored to help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch a creep who play bingo, but Phil will bitch and why his sheep are also cheap while DSP is chasing green. We're seeing green across the screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals are so machine. It's not in burp and leaning ban, it matters not if battery fun. His Shoutouts can't see if hours make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and starts his like before launching into a big pretending there for bills when truth is dead to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of college cat and fatty life and all his strife of forgetting that it's done well and they were rife. With drama he will react but isn't act as a fact as he rehearsed to be exact and how he felt he was attacked. He seems nearly over it and a win is in sight with what to white despite Phil to light that tips were not light. We'll say alright it is okay and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tips will help from being off the other day. And with those words we win again, it's never if but always when the game is won. Thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, King Jad here, and welcome to DSP Bingo for what is today. Shut up, Phil. Fucking idiot. Let me continue that before Phil's stream rudely interrupted me. So, where was I? Oh yeah, hey guys, King Jad here, and welcome to DSP Bingo for what is today, Sunday, 28th of April 2024. And I am King Jad, hope you've all enjoyed the weekend so far. And yeah, Phil Burnell, a little bit later than usual to talk to his own stream. But he is now arrived and he's there and he's on stream and he's apparently. So Phil got the date wrong. Phil had titled the podcast as January 28th instead of April 28th. Who knows how he made that fucking mistake? Who fucking knows? But there you go. Couple of wee interesting things to point out. Fox Mulder, who used to go by the name of Kagome, is a long time DSP fan and they've always been a member, it seems. Until now. Their membership has expired and they've not bothered to renew it. So, and they have been a bit in, hot water with DSP as of late. DSP has had a go at them for being negative and all that shit lately on the streams. So, Kagome, Fox Mulder, whatever you want to fucking call them, they might not bother their arse to renew that membership and they might just wait for somebody to gift it instead or whatever. Or they just might carry it on. Who knows? They might not be fucking. They might not want to bother anymore with DSP shenanigans, who fucking knows. But yeah, apparently Phil has some fun topics today, including the crab game and figuring out what we'll do next on the throwback channel as Final Fantasy 13 is about to conclude. Do you guys want to see how Phil Burnell done on that crab game? Spoiler alert, he didn't do very fucking well. He got his arse kicked and he blamed the game, as you would expect. There's a video clip here from DC Tries It Memology. DSP dies 40 plus times against the first boss of the game. In the crab's version of Dark Souls, he rages at input delay. So if you've not seen this video yet, then enjoy it now.
I roll! You, I roll. You're full of it's so dumb. I want a game where my reactions come out when I push the button. Is that so much to ask? Last time I had financial freedom was probably 2014 when I moved out here. That was the end of it. Seriously, like 2014. And now it's time for something completely different, right? I don't think I've ever played a video game where I was a crab. Now, I know there have actually been multiple video games where you play as a crab. In fact, the name of the studio is Aggro Crab, but I don't think I've played any of them, right? Oh god, look at this guy. Now, wait a minute. Do you think this is the equivalent of the dude in Elden Ring? Remember, in Elden Ring, you get the knight right away on the horse? Do you think they're doing that?
By the way, guys, observe Phil's death. I'm pretty sure Phil put his death counter up here by himself. Oh, well, I might be wrong about that, actually. Am I wrong? Because it was up here and then it fucking goes away. I wasn't sure if that was Mimology done that or if it was Phil that done that. Let me quickly confirm that. Part 1. Shut up, Phil, you're on mute anyway. But he gets to the first boss, however. Where's the boss kicking his arse? How long does it fucking take him? Oh, there's no death counter. Was it something Mimology put there himself then? Alright, okay. So Mimology put a death counter up there, on here, and then he just gave up after a while. Damn it, Mimology. You made me think Phil fucking rage quit his own death counter.
I think they are. I think that's supposed to be the knight from Elden Ring and you don't fight him yet. He's overpowered. Right? I think so. It is! The Royal Shell Splitter. It's a tree sentinel. Are you kidding me? Ow. He has a stagger meter that's filling. Did you see that? Wait. Oh, it's a crab. There's a big delay when you attack. There's a delay before you swing, and then once you commit to it, you have a recovery on the attack that's also slow. So it really is like Dark Souls, where you have to commit to attacks. That's the grab. Well, I tried to dodge, and I dodged too early. His attacks, the way that they come out, it's very hard to see when they're gonna hit. So I haven't blocked once yet. I seriously haven't blocked a single attack yet. And I don't even know if you can parry like in Sekiro or not. I don't know if you just block or if you can time a block and parry. I'm not sure how it works. There's no tutorial right now. I was holding block right there. Nothing happened. I was holding block right there. So I don't know how the block works. I don't even know if it does work, actually. Maybe it doesn't yet. Because I didn't see any, there's no tutorial for it yet, right? I can't block. I'm trying to dodge. I really am. I tried to roll, he wouldn't do it at all. Okay. So no blocking, all you can do is dodge and heal. I tried to dodge. I don't know how to dodge all three attacks. I'm not sure if you even can. I don't know what you do when he capsizes. I'm not sure. Oh, instant death. I don't know what to do when he capsizes. I guess it doesn't really do much damage when you hit him when he capsizes, so what's the point of the capsizing? I don't think there's a visceral attack. Maybe there is. Do you have to do another heavy attack, maybe? Maybe do heavy attack then a second heavy attack? It doesn't seem to do much. Triple slam is the deadly attack. Everything else sucks. The triple slam is the one that hits me every time, and I haven't effectively dodged it yet. Wow. Again, it's gonna be strict, just like Elden Ring. You have to dodge exactly right, because the invincibility frames are very short-lived, and he can grab you even if you're rolling. You have to have the invincibility frames out there.
That's a good question, Mister. I don't know if this is a mandatory boss or if we can skip it. Phil did compare it to the first boss of Elden Ring, which is apparently a skippable boss. And it's like, you know, it's like, oh, it's meant to kill you or some pish, you know, that's what it said anyway. I have no idea if this is a skippable boss or not. All I know, according to Dashi, you can skip it. This is an optional boss, and Phil's like, no, I must beat it. So, yeah.
Roll to the right, nothing. He tracks you, so I was rolling to the right and he turned and still grabbed me. The game.
Sheldork's asking, is Phil 30 minutes late? He did turn up late to his show today. He did turn up a little bit late. He was live basically a bit later than usual. What's he fucking saying here? He's got some fun topics, whatever. It's also React Day, so it should be chill. Fox Mulder, DSP Gaming, that crab game wasn't for me. And Phil's like, well, it's fun for everyone else. Maybe you're the alien. I agree, make him feel fucking different. DSP's just saying, I'm just being honest. Poor Kagome, poor Fox Mulder. I'm just being honest with my opinion. I didn't like the fucking game. I like Lies of P, but not the crab game. Fuck me, man. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Some of these fucking dent heads are just fucking... They just love getting fucking bullied by Phil.
Game is meant to be difficult. Don't get discouraged. Wow. He hit me even though I rolled right.
What do you mean you rolled fucking right? You rolled right into his fucking path.
Wow. He hit me even though I rolled right. I tried rolling. The timing is strict. The timing is strict on everything. I tried to roll right, he still grabbed me. Tried to roll, God. I was committed to the attack. As I was committed to the attack, I got hit. You hate this music? This is the boss music, so if you don't like this music, you're probably going to be upset by the rest of the game, I guess. I assume there's going to be like hundreds of bosses. Boss! Tried to dodge. Wow. I can't get the triple slam is so hard to dodge. Boss! Triple slam. The triple slam is the worst. It's the fastest move. If you're attacking, you're committed to your attack, and you can't dodge the triple slam. I rolled, oh come on, I rolled right and he didn't roll right. That attack is nothing.
What's up?
Thank you very much to Grease Monkey for the super chat, who says, here's some money I was going to give Phil. How very kind of you to give it to me instead. There you go. Get fucked, Phil. The money that was going to go to you goes to the tractor instead, just like your fucking worst nightmare. But yeah, but in case you're wondering, guys, the entire 20-minute video is Phil fighting this fucking boss. But you'll never guess how he manages to... Okay, not the entire thing. Most of it is this boss. He beats it after like 13 minutes or so, 14 minutes or so, but you'll never guess how he beats it. I'm going to go 1.25 speed to speed things up a bit. Also, is Phil live yet? No, he's not. Okay, cool. So yeah, but you'll never guess. Oh, is it 35 times? If you guys said he died 35 times, I thought it was over 40. Somebody said 41 earlier on, and this video's title's 40 plus. But yeah, Vega says 35. if you guys tried to defend himself, I've been awake. I counted him. I was awake. Lucky Lime says 41 was at the end. Oh, the end of the playthrough entirely. So this boss in particular was 35, but at the end of the first playthrough is 41. I think that's what people are saying.
That little attack is nothing. It's not a big deal at all. I roll. I hate that. I can't dodge that. I feel like that attack you can't really dodge effectively. They want you to parry it. But I don't have a shell yet, so I can't. I don't know where this little enemy showed up from. He literally has never been in the fight before, and he just shows up to interfere with the fight this time. What a jerk. What a little jerk. I was committed to an attack, couldn't do anything.
And then my emoji couldn't be arsed counting anymore. See, when I watched this video at first, I thought Phil had rage quit the fucking death counter. I didn't realise that was Memoji that put that in themselves and then decided, you know what, I can't be arsed counting this anymore. I didn't realise that. I thought it was Phil that couldn't be arsed.
See? He's like, I'm committed to the attack. I can't do anything. He gets the slam. I swear you can't roll out of that way. You have to like be doing it early. I can't do it on reaction. The other attacks I can react to, not that one. That one quick slam or triple quick slam, I can't get out of the way. I think they want you to block it. I couldn't move. I tried, it wouldn't move. I couldn't move. That's great. Dude, right there. I literally can't roll out of the way of that. Can't. I was attacking, already committed, can't get out of the way. Wow, I actually got out of the way. Tried. Couldn't even roll on the beginning of the fight. I couldn't dodge that. You have to see him doing it early and roll early.
So, okay, he's one hit away. Phil managed to get this down to fucking one hit away. How in the hell can I screw this up here?
You're kidding me! He does the fast attack at the end, and I can't get out of the way.
So, like, when he's on, like, fucking no health, he just fucking YOLO charges you and just fucking bashes you in the face with a fucking thing. Oh, he was one hit away from fucking death. And he just stood there and let him fucking charge at you.
I had him, and he does the fast attack at the end. Dude, this is fair. He shows up out of nowhere. And by the way, they can't hit each other. He just slammed and it went through the other enemy. You saw that, right? Couldn't move. He locks you in place with that. No, I don't think there's a critical hit spot at all. I don't see the point of downing the enemy when there's no critical hits. It seems kind of pointless. Roll! Are you kidding? What happened? The camera got stuck, so I couldn't roll. I rolled right, and the camera got stuck on the...
No, am I paranoid and thinking that he tried to cheese this here? He was thinking if I'm fucking down here and the boss stays up there, he probably thought he could fucking cheese his fucking boss, because they're on a fucking slightly higher elevation, they kind of get squished. He was absolutely trying to fucking cheese the boss right there. And then what fucking happened? He moved too far to the fucking right, and lo and behold, the fucking thing managed to fucking reach him anyway.
Roll! Are you kidding? What happened? The camera got stuck, so I couldn't roll. I rolled right, and the camera got stuck on the wall, so my character didn't get out of the way, and I instantly died. I couldn't even...
The camera getting stuck on walls is entirely your fucking fault, Phil, because you're fucking moving your character to a fucking position where the camera has nowhere else to fucking go. This is a massive fucking environment you're fucking in, and you're choosing to fucking have the camera go in awkward fucking places because you fucking don't know how to fucking position yourself in these fucking games. You're blaming the game for your fucking poor playing.
I can see it. Gee, thanks. Can't see shit.
Oh, Phil's going live apparently. Let's pause that son bitch as he's got another standard intro, and of course we've seen this one before. Wow, what an intro. You guys want to hear the audio for it? Same old shit as always, yeah, fuck me. Let's just we can't go 1.25 yet. Let me just wait a second, okay, and see who's got a long intro or a short intro. Just so I know where to pause. He has a short intro today, so he's going to fucking be blathering and fucking all that shit. Let's just leave it there on 1.25 speed. And we'll come back to Phil when we're ready to come back to Phil. Build up some nice speed up juice, okay? Also,
Nice shirt, 25 cents.
let's get back to him getting his arse kicked in his game.
You're kidding! Oh my god. Oh my god, the worst luck. I seriously have the worst luck. The absolute worst luck. Roll, it doesn't roll, I'm fighting. It's just fight, here we go. Slam, immediate slam, no roll. It's very similar to Soulsborne games. You have to roll early. You have to see the move being broadcast and time the roll early because the roll has a slight delay. Watch. See? It's release of the button when the roll comes out.
Did you all get what Phil was doing there? Did you understand the visual reference that he was fucking showing there? It's not when you press the button. Apparently it's when you let go of the fucking button.
You have to see the move being broadcast and time the roll early because the roll has a slight delay. Watch. See? It's release of the button when the roll comes out. I rolled and it delayed. It's just like Elden Ring and Dark Souls, the fucking button release roll. I'm gonna be honest, I think that's stupid. I think the game should have tried to do something different than literally just copy what FromSoft does. I don't want my roll to come out when the button releases. Look. No roll. You see this? Because I'm holding it. Now watch my tap. That's stupid. They copied FromSoft outright. They shouldn't have done that. This is how I play the game. Because what ends up happening, here's the truth. Instead of being good at reflexes or timing, you have to be good at memorization. That's all it is. Hits me anyway. What the fuck? This is stupid. I hate it. I hate when you roll that you have to release the button to get the roll to come out. I want a game where you can have good reflexes, and at the last second you can roll or parry. In this game, it's going to be just like FromSoft, memorization of the pattern and recognition of the pattern and doing everything early. I hate that. Fucking bitch. Immediately on fight, I attack. Oh, too bad. Now you're committed, you're done. You have to take big damage. See? That's bad gameplay. I rolled, and it committed me to the combo instead. You know what I mean? I hate that shit. I roll. Fuck you. I roll. Fuck you. I roll. You're full of shit. Stupid. I fucking roll. I was so far away, still grabs me. I mean, when people said that it played like Souls, I was like, okay, but I didn't know it actually played exactly like Souls with the delay of everything. That's pretty frustrating, actually.
From software! Duh! From software!
When he does that quick slam, you literally can't dodge it on reaction. It's too slow. You need to know it's coming and then dodge early. It's stupid because I don't want to play Dark Souls again. If I do that, I'll play the FromSoft game. Like I feel like they really tried too hard to make the controls feel just like Dark Souls. Can't roll. Whenever he does that, you cannot dodge it. It hits you no matter what. It hits me even though I'm dodging. Fuck you. Can't roll.
He was one hit away again from winning that. Look how close he was to killing that enemy.
Again, the same shit. They gave him a move that the roll isn't fast enough to dodge unless you guess and broadcast it early. It's so dumb. I want a game where my reactions come out when I push the button. Is that so much to ask?
Is that realistic though at the same time, Phil? You're always fucking complaining about the fucking lack of realism in fucking games. Like when anyone ever fucking does something in real life, it is not an immediate and instant fucking thing where it all happens, usually anyway, you know what I mean? Like, if you go to grab something, for example, you don't just fucking immediately have that thing in your hand instantaneously. There's a process of, like, when you're grabbing something, you fucking actually have to go over and reach it, and then you have to fucking, you know, grab it with your fucking finger. You know, like, there's almost like a delay to you know, going to do something and completing that action happening. So Phil is complaining about realism in games here, essentially, because, oh, you know, when you fucking want to do something, it also takes a fucking second or two to complete that action. And Phil wants immediate, instant fucking things to happen as soon as he presses a fucking button, which is not very realistic. Then again, I'm talking about fucking realism in a game where a crab is trying to fight a bigger crab under the water for reasons.
Oh, crab!
That's complete bullshit. I did it. I rolled. Oh my god. Wow, the roll doesn't work. I'm telling you. One, unbelievable. This doesn't work for no reason.
So, can anyone spot the correlation here between this screen here and the next bit of gameplay?
There we go. Finally.
Now, that's an amazing coincidence, isn't it? That's such an incredible coincidence that Phil goes on a little break in between parts, he needs to go to the bathroom or whatever, and he comes back and he seems to immediately know how to fucking beat the boss. Isn't that incredible? Isn't that just such an incredible coincidence that, you know, as soon as they turn from break, it's like, oh, I know how to do this now. Oh my god. So, yeah, that's how Phil beat the boss finally. By going in an emergency bathroom break.
Kelp Pod and Royal Shell Splitter. Defeated the Royal Shell Splitter. Clothes Claw. Woo! Well, we did it. God damn, first crazy challenging boss done. Many more to come, I'm sure. We got it done, and now we can investigate the different areas. A few shoutouts to do. But allow me to go over here first. How did I miss? And I can't see.
Because you backed into the fucking terrain, Phil. You can't see because you backed into the wall of your own volition. It is entirely your fault you couldn't fucking see. Also, the amount of fucking money he's got in his tips there, that's as good as it got for him. For his stream. Just a wee... So there's a few more minutes of him playing his game poorly and blaming the game and blaming the camera, but $103 is as good as it fucking got for him.
This is getting frustrating because I'm getting hit for bullshit reasons. Like, I can't see because I fused into the tower instead of me legit getting hit.
Then stop fucking walking backwards into your fucking tower, you stupid dick.
Hey, I can't see again. I'm gonna die because I can't fucking see because the camera keeps going inside the tower.
Where's the camera meant to go?
Oh my god, what's up?
Thank you very much to Ira for the super chat. It says an hour of fighting an optional early boss is meaningful content. Also, he praised Lies of P for the same things. He bashes this game being Souls-like. It's a bizarre notion. I know it's fucking unbelievable. I don't get it. It's like some games are allowed to fucking be like Dark Souls, but only if he says so, and he won't know explain why. And some of the things that are allowed for some games are not allowed for other games. It's fucking baffling. And if you're a fan of those kind of games, I personally don't play those kind of games, so it's like, well, whatever. If you guys are fans of these kind of games, I can only assume it's incredibly infuriating for you to hear how fucking contradictory it is all the goddamn time, praising some games and then criticising other games for the exact same fucking thing. It must be absolutely infuriating for you.
That is stupid. I have no healing because of bullshit hits because I couldn't see anything. Now I gotta find healing because I got robbed. I couldn't see anything. Got another one of these assholes. Chargers.
Robbed.
Like, I've played every single FromSoft game with bad cameras. Now I gotta play the game that's trying to be like that, but it also has a bad camera. Can't see! Are you shitting me again? I couldn't see again. This is getting ridiculous. It was a, Right! I totally didn't dodge or anything. But you see what I mean? How wonky the game is? The guy swings, I dodge. His body is sliding and moving across the ground. And he's like doing this weird sliding animation when he hits me. It's stupid. It's a wonky game. I understand what they're going for. I don't dislike the game. But man, the game is frustrating because it's just not precise like a Dark Souls game. You know what I mean? It's not at all. It's like very imprecise and jarring and annoying in that regard.
You're jarring and annoying, and you are regard as well. Also, I'm just gonna fucking fast forward this bit here. Yeah, those bits, I mean, that was 2 times speed. And Mimology decided I'm going to include this whole bit of Phil groaning so long. Fuck that.
Oh.
Oh. This is a part of the game so well.
You're kidding again? He missed the platform. How?
You missed it. No.
I was right at it,
no,
and then he just decided to completely fall and not touch the platform. It's very imprecise.
You're imprecise.
It's very odd that they made a game that has such heavy platforming, and the platforming is so imprecise. Look, it happened again. See that? He passed through it. He totally passed right through it instead of landing on it. That's a huge problem. I love it. I love it. Roll. I couldn't roll. See what I mean? What the fuck? Why not roll? I rolled and I died. You're shitting me. I rolled. And instead the game says, no, it doesn't count, and it hits you anyway. Dude, it is so fucking annoying. The roll is terrible. I cannot wait till I get the ability to parry. Because the roll sucks ass.
You suck ass.
Try to do it, and it fucking gets hit all the time or comes out ultra fucking late. Oh my, yes, that's fair. I could really dodge that, right? So he stabs, I dodge. It's a rapid fire attack, so your dodge is worthless because he still tracks and hits you after the dodge. Oh my god. It's not the boss I have issue with, it's the dodge. The dodge sucks. It's delayed, and then half the time when you dodge, you're stuck and you get hit after it, or they have these giant sweeping attacks that just hit you after the dodge animation anyway. That is very frustrating.
So yeah, he was a salty little bitch playing this game last night. I'm going to give it a wee like, why not? 700 likes and climbing for that video. You guys want to show it some support as well. DSP tries it with emoji, it always kills at these little compilations. You know, so link is in the chat if people want it. Having said that, it's already got 20,000 views. Now, if DSP was fucking getting 20,000 views, he would make a big song and dance about it, you know what I mean? He'd be going crazy, he'd be going, holy shit, guys. Well, for this detractor though, that's just another day at the office because them getting those numbers is just a business as usual. So, yeah, I guess we should probably try and focus on bingo now. And I need a number, and I need a random number in the bingo for the bingo card. So the first random number I see in the chat will be what I use. No pressure, but it's got to be a good number. The first random number I saw in the chat was 541 from Gregory Lake. If you almost got the fucking number, but if you think I'm fucking letting you pick again after yesterday's fucking shit show, then you got another thing coming. Nah, but Gregory Lake did beat it, so we're going to use his number to have for today's bingo card. And the number he chose was 541, so let's randomise the bingo card, and here we go. This is the bingo card we have for today's show. You're right, Aviga, I picked that number, but you fucking refused to reroll. In case you guys are wondering, Aviga asked me for a bingo card yesterday for his stream, and when I gave it to him, I asked him, do you want to re-roll and have another go? And he's like, no, that's fine, I'm happy with that. So yeah, there you go. I'm blaming Aviga for that, that's all on him. Anyway, so Gregor Lake picked this card, and the bingo card we have today is as follows. We need Phil to say comment, in fact, addition, you see, and him touching his eye. The second row is Phil saying percent, community, here's the thing, him messing with his phone, and him saying content. The third row is Phil giving the good old player hands, him pointing at the camera, him snorting, him touching his ear, and him discussing the weather. The fourth row is Phil saying tips and voted, him being all defense mode, him giving a years ago story, and him displaying some YouTuber jealousy. And the fifth and final row is Phil saying dude, help, contributions, okay, and finally him being all toxic as per usual. That's the bingo card we have for today's show, and hopefully we can get another full house bingo because yeah, we've only got a few days left to try and get bingos before the month ends. So yeah, remember the aim of the game is to try and get as many bingos and full houses as we can to build up that bingo prize fund, which is currently sitting at $230. If we have a full house here, we're going to add $25 to that bingo prize fund, and at the very end of the month we're going to have a marble race to determine who gets to take home that bingo prize fund. Remember, starting next month, we're basically splitting the prize fund in half. So half of it goes to Jasper's Angels, and half of it goes to whoever wins the next marble race. But this month, anyway, winner takes all, because I would have felt a bit bad just changing the rules that late in the game. But yeah, guys, if you want to win a chance of winning that bingo prize fund, you've got to make sure that you left a comment on the community post, which is linked in the description of this live stream. If you haven't done it yet, do it before the end of the month. Or else you're not going to have a chance of winning that bingo prize fund. It's as simple as that. Okay, now there's a variety of ways for us to get free spaces to help us on our way to a full house. For example, if Phil snorts or burps 10 times before he starts recording for his shitey game, his shitey React content, tonight, because it's React day today, that gives us a free space. And if we get 100 likes before we finish playing bingo, not only will that give us a free space as well, but you guys also get to enjoy the Bubbles animation made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations to celebrate the 100 likes. And I think I've covered all the bases. Oh yeah, if Phil says boss 5 times, if he says that 5 times, I will also give a free space, because Phil might talk about bosses a lot because he got his arse kicked by a boss a lot in that new Crabs game from yesterday. So all that being said, I think the only thing left to do is to press the random Scottish soundboard button to send us off into battle once more.
Hello there.
I mean, that's good, but can we do better than that?
This is the fucking Shawshank Redemption, right? But with more tunneling through shit and no fucking redemption.
That's a good combination. On that note, let's go, guys. Good fucking luck. Here we fucking go.
Good morning, everyone. On today's show, I get to talk for the very first time about a crabby Souls-like that I partook in yesterday, and I'm actually looking forward to playing more of later in the week. In addition, it is time to finally start talking about our next major game over on DSP Throwback, as the Final Fantasy 13 playthrough, after over 3 months, is finally approaching its conclusion. All of this and more on today's episode of the Level 1 Podcast.
Who fucking cares?
Who fucking cares?
Let's fast forward. Past the shite of the intro. 2 ticked off so far. He pointed at the camera and he said additions, so good stuff there.
Alrighty, everybody, good morning. It is Sunday, April 28th, 2024. And you know what that means. It means it's React Day. And that all day long today, I will be doing React-style content on my other YouTube channels other than DSP Gaming, as we take a break from the gaming marathon that I usually do here. I'm excited for that, as you know. First, it's my weekly clip show, DSP versus the Internet, over on DSP Reacts, which is a big variety show of clips from all over the place, as submitted by the channel members. Usually a fun show, and I cannot wait for it this week. And of course, tonight, we're getting further into The Walking Dead Telltale Game Season 1, as we do a retro react event over on my DSP Throwback channel, where we're going to finish up Episode 3, and then get into Episode 4, as we're making a push for the end. So, I am excited. I really do like these different... I really do like these different things that we do on React Day. It's a great time. And I hope that you guys will join me over there. Or I should say, on the various channels. Wow, I really am getting angry at this laptop, and here's why. This is absolutely ridiculous. So, yeah, this laptop, just to give you an example of what I'm going through here, this laptop runs on Windows 10, okay? It's right in front of me every single stream that I do. And every once in a while it pops up, oh, Windows Update. Well, I don't like doing the Windows updates every time they do them, because if you just do them automatically, sometimes they'll do them like several times in a week, sometimes several times in a month. Now, I have my laptop set up specifically in a way for each channel. You know, I'm here on DSP Gaming quite a lot streaming, and I have one set up for this channel where I can monitor the chat, I can see your contributions, and all that is laid out for me. But then I have 2 other setups, one for the React channel and one for the Throwback channel, that I basically use once a week when we're over there doing those streams. I like having all that set up ahead of time, so I can just jump right in. When Windows Update happens, it frequently, when it restarts, doesn't open up those browsers again to the tabs and everything I have set up, and I literally have to start from scratch, open this window, resize this window, get the chat open here.
Heaven fucking forbid you have to fucking put effort into your fucking craft and your fucking business, Phil. Heaven fucking forbid you fucking have to take time to fucking make sure things are set up properly so you can fucking do your job adequately. You lazy sack of shit.
Do this. It's a bunch of work. So...
It's a bunch of work, and as you all know, Phil is fucking terrified of such a thing as called work. It's a bunch of work. It's meant to be work, Phil. This is your job. This is your livelihood. This is your career. This is your fucking way to make fucking money. And I know it's a bunch of work, and I don't want to do fucking work because I fucking like to fucking be lazy. Because I am lazy.
I don't like doing the updates all together. Usually I'll try to group them all together and do them all in bulk. But this stupid thing, it keeps popping up that there's Windows updates. I literally just did a Windows update yesterday. And now another one pops up, oh, there's a Windows update. I just did it, you stupid thing. And Microsoft is pissing me off, because you absolutely should have the ability to say, I don't want to do any updates ever. Just leave me alone. If I want to do an update, I'll...
But Phil, the updates are for your fucking security and protection. Because older fucking versions of Windows, especially ones that don't get patches and updates, can be vulnerable to attackers, essentially. Especially, that laptop is connected to the internet, Phil. Okay? You use it to monitor your stream chat. So you're connected to the internet, but you don't want to update your fucking Windows laptop or whatever. That is dangerous, Phil. That is dangerous to fucking ignore these important updates, because Microsoft usually, I mean, for the most part, I mean, once a month or so as a security thing is a good thing to fucking do, you'd imagine. But he's like, I want to ignore all these updates because it breaks my fucking stream thing or whatever and requires me to do fucking work. I don't know, man. I don't know. It just feels naive, I feel, to fucking say this. Like, if somebody gets into his laptop, his fucking old-ass, outdated Windows 10 laptop, because he never bothered his arse to fucking apply a security patch update for it, then that's on him.
I'll choose to do it. They don't do that. They literally bug you and nudge you and then automatically force you to do it, which is ridiculous. What makes them think that they have the time or they have the power to tell me when to do an update?
So Phil, are you telling me that someone are telling you the same thing every single fucking day gets annoying? Windows telling you every single fucking day, it's time to do an update, can you do an update, please do an update, give us an update. Almost as annoying as you fucking badging your audience every single fucking day. Tips, guys, support, money, contributions, bills to pay, fucking cat to feed, and all that shit, you know. Yeah, isn't it ironic that Phil's complaining, bitching and whining and moaning about somebody else fucking nagging him with the same thing over and over again on a daily basis when he fucking does that to his entire audience on a goddamn daily basis? Also, as our tech expert Probert points out, you can defer updates. Maybe he's deferring so many goddamn updates that it's the fucking thing's like over fucking, you know, over encumbered with all these updates. So every single fucking pop-up is a reminder of another update he ignored. Also, Meester's desperate for a screenshot of this, and it's a good face. It's not a bad face, to be fair, you know. So let me see what I can do. Let me see what I can do. I'll tell you one thing, is he's sitting very strange. He's like to the side with his fucking stance here. Very odd sitting angle from Phil Burnell here. But let me by all means, I get it here, and there we go. And there we go. There we go. That's not a bad little screenshot there. Let me just throw it in my members Discord, and of course I'll throw it to Meester as well, since he's not a member anymore. But he wanted a screenshot, he wanted it, so I'll throw it his way anyway because I'm a lovely bastard. There you go. Meester's got a picture as well. There you go. My members can do with that what they wish. Here we go. So, let's get on with bingo and continue this bizarre little fucking old man shouts at Windows 10 updates rant.
Right? So here I am. I'm trying to get this to stop, and it just keeps popping up. Windows update. I mean, I guess I have to tell it pause updates. So dumb. Pause updates. So I have the ability to tell it to pause updates for a month. Yeah. Actually, I can tell it to pause updates till June. Yeah, do that. It's so dumb. There. Pause all updates till June. And then when they bother me in June, I'll figure out if I want to do it again. What a pain in the butt. I wonder if anyone knows if there's a way to actually control it fully. I would love to hear it. Because I don't know how you own a computer and you don't have the ability to just tell it stop. Just stop. I'll do it when I feel like it. Don't force me to do it. Anyway, sorry about that because I'm sitting here, the podcast starts, and it pops up in my face. Oh, you need a Windows update. I just fucking did it yesterday. Anyway. That's neither here nor there. Welcome to the show, everyone. React Day is fun. What I'd like to do today on the podcast is a couple things. Number one, I want to talk about Another Crab's Treasure, the Souls-like game that's more cutesy fun, but still pretty difficult, that I played yesterday here on the channel, giving you an update on what I feel and how I feel, you know, the game is going to go moving forward. In addition to that, we have to talk the new project for DSP Throwback, because the first project I started on that channel back in early January was the Final Fantasy 13 playthrough that had been missing from the internet due to the channel that it was on being deleted from YouTube because of hacking and basically people doing copyright infringing stuff on that channel. So now that playthrough is almost done, we're in the home stretch, and I'll talk a little bit about that. We need to figure out what's next. And I think there's various different options that we can go with that would all be fine. And I'm curious what your take is on it. I'd like to get people's opinions because within a week or two, I'm going to need to know what's the next game so my editors can start work on it. So we're going to have that discussion this morning, okay?
Remember, he's a one-man band. He hasn't got a team of people helping out behind the scenes. He's got a bunch of editors, but they're not paid, so they don't count.
So, let's do it. Let's go back one day, yesterday, and let's talk about the new game that I played called Another Crab's Treasure. So first of all, this game is made by a company called Aggro Crab, and I guess this company has made other games before. Wasn't there a game where you are a crab and you have like swords and stuff? And I guess they had made that game, I believe. I don't remember what it was called because I didn't play it. I've seen footage of it on the internet, and it's like, you know, it's like a memeable game, right?
Great research, Phil. You really want to fucking talk about this today, and you immediately don't know what you're talking about, essentially. So, I want to talk about this, and your very first point when you want to talk about it is like, oh, didn't they do this? And you don't even know what you're talking about.
But I don't know how viable that game is for any kind of serious play. I've never touched it. I never played it. So, in regards to this one, Another Crab's Treasure. So, first of all, it's Game Pass. Thank goodness. Because when games are on Game Pass, it allows me to try various games that normally I wouldn't touch. I mean, we just did this about 2 weeks ago with Harold Halibut, and now we're doing it with Another Crab's Treasure. It's a Souls-like. So what does that mean? It means it absolutely emulates many of the gameplay elements and features of games that From Software would make, particularly the Dark Souls series. Now, does it mean that it's exactly like Dark Souls? No. In fact, I can tell you right now from playing it, it's a hybrid. It plays somewhat like Dark Souls when it comes to the responsiveness of the controls, and when it comes to things such as, what do you call it? Like the bonfires, which in this one are moon shells and stuff like that. And definitely the difficulty level. It's a
Oh my dog, what's up?
Thank you very much to Anime Slayer for the super chat, who says, crab game over Stellar Blade. I am hearing fantastic things about Stellar Blade, yeah. Apparently it does play very fucking well, but Phil is terrified to play that because women. Like, well, as an attractive female on the screen, Phil freaks the fuck out when a sexually suggestive fridge is on the stream. Like, he had to mute his entire stream before because it was talking dirty to him. You know, it's like, now I can concentrate without all that fucking shit. So yeah, that's unreal. And Mister's fucking begging for more screenshots. Mister, you need to learn how to do screenshots yourself, pal. Oh, for goodness sake. This is not a particularly... This is a normal DSP face, in my opinion. But by all means, though, I'll get a wee screenshot as well. I do need to prepare some bingo cards for tomorrow as well anyway. You know what I mean? After all, we've got bingo for today, and then tomorrow, and then Tuesday as well, and everything else. You know, so yeah, it's always good to have a little stockpile of all these images. And this film is all the shaped head.
Oh my dog, what's up?
Okay, 2 seconds there. Sorry, I was just sending the images over Discord there. But thank you very much to Aviga for the super chat. It says shout out to DJ Fuck Fridge. DJ Fuck Fridge. Was that? Surely that wasn't what it was called in the game. Was that just your own title in the game? DJ Fuck Fridge. I imagine it must have a name of sorts, but surely it wasn't called that. Is that just a Vega just... or is that the official detractor name for the fridge? Because I don't know if fucking feet just fill the fuck out. I do like it though. I do like it as a name. DJ Fuck Fridge. It has a ring to it.
a difficult game right from the get-go, okay? In fact, no exaggeration, right from the beginning. You go through the very brief intro area. You go to the first open world where you can explore, and immediately there is a boss that is an optional boss that shows up that is way too powerful for you in the beginning of the game. This is exactly what they did with Elden Ring, where as soon as you went into the open world of Limgrave, there was the tree sentinel right there. You're like, oh, this is a normal enemy. No, it's a crazy tough boss, and you know, you can beat it at the beginning of the game, but it's way hard. They did exactly the same thing in Another Crab's Treasure, which is funny because it's basically like an homage Easter egg to Elden Ring. So the game's combat and traversal, let's talk a little bit about it. So you get a fork, and similar to Sekiro, you know, I'm 3 hours in.
You get a fork? Wouldn't a spoon be better?
Spoons, eh? I'm sorry?
By the way, we've got 3 bosses so far, 2 more, and yeah, we got a free space.
This fork doesn't change. It's like a standard weapon, and basically it's a 4-hit swinging combo. When you attack, you basically swing left and right like this. So it's like left, right, left, and then if you did it all together, like left, right, left in a combo with, you know, within a certain time period, you get a supercharged 4th bigger swing that does more damage and more stun. So the goal...
Wow, I'm so glad you fucking explained that shit, Phil.
...is essentially to try to get 3 hits, wait to get that opening, and then boom, hit with the 4th hit. That's going to do the big damage and the stun.
Who fucking
That's kind
cares?
of the go-to move, but it's tricky because you have to hit with the first 3 hits, or at least whiff the first 3 hits first to time the 4th one perfectly. There's a dodge, and the dodge is very similar to, I would say, again, kind of like Sekiro, where it's a fast dodge where you can dodge left and right. You can also dodge forward and back. I found that dodging back almost never works. Really, dodging to the side seems to be the go-to thing in this game. When they attack, you just roll to the side or dodge to the side, and then you can get around the attack hitbox. Is there a blocking mechanic? Yes, and it's dependent on you finding a shell. Now, this is one of the unique things about the game, is that there's shells all throughout the game. You can get a tin can, you can get a soda can, you can get a banana peel, various different shells that you find, shot glasses, all kinds of stuff. And as you get further in the game, what happens is you get special abilities unlocked for each kind of shell that you get. So, for example, if you're the shot glass, you have 3 charges, and when you use a charge, spikes appear on your shell, and now you can roll around, and if the enemy touches you, they take damage. Okay? If you're the soda can, when you again use one of these ability charges, it shoots fizzy bubbles up in the air that are essentially like area proximity mines. So if any enemy goes towards it, they go whoop and zoom in and hit the enemy for some good damage. They all appear to be completely different. Like, it looks like they're all good for different situations. So if you find a particular shell that you like, you might want to try to keep using that shell because you're good at using that ability. Problem is the shells have durability. So as you take damage, the shell gets damaged. And once it breaks, that's it. You have no shell. Now you have no ability to block attacks at all. As for blocking, it seems pretty effective except for giant attacks. But what it does is it reduces the amount of damage you take by a lot, but it also takes away the durability of your shell. So you only have a limited time to block. You're going to have to be dodging quite a bit in this game as well. Although I would almost go to say in the first 3 hours, at least from my experience, you could just dodge. You don't ever need to use the shell, but of course that's going to make the game a heck of a lot harder. Now there is a jumping attack where when you jump and press attack, you do like a spinning attack. It doesn't seem to do much or lead to anything. It's just as damaging as the normal attack, but it doesn't lead to a combo. And then you have to recover when you're landing. So I don't really see the viability of that unless you're platforming from platform to platform and just need to do an attack. Now there are other abilities. For example, there's a plunging attack. There's a parry and riposte ability. There's more than that too, but here's the thing. They're unlockables in this game via a skill tree.
And also you lack the skills to fucking do anything. Phil said here's the thing.
Burger.
Bingo.
5 in a row. That's concerning.
The first bingo of the game, fucking ready for that. Nice little straight down arrow down, right in the fucking middle. There we go. That column has been filled in nicely. So yeah, nice wee start to the bingo card. Quite robust there. Twilight Media Court says, wake me up when it's over. How do you want to wake you up? Well, I'll wake you up with this particular little sound clip.
Yes! Get on with it!
That's quite fucking loud, that, you know what I mean? So I could wake you up with that.
Unlike a game like From Software would make, you don't have all your abilities at the beginning of Another Crab's Treasure. You have to earn them by finding these optional crystals in the environment as the currency you use to level up in the skill tree. So basically at the very end of yesterday's stream, after playing 3 hours, I unlocked parry, riposte, and like 1 or 2 other abilities. Plunge I got too, and I hadn't used them yet. So it's kind of like, oh, you know, I wish I could tell you more about the game, but 3 hours in, I'm only just unlocking some of the basic abilities that likely are going to become the staples of gameplay the further in I go. So I can't give you a full opinion on the game as of today, simply because I'm not far enough into it, okay?
Say boss 2 more times, you wee prick.
So, that's the combat aspect. Essentially, you run up to an enemy, they're all tough. Yes, many of them are tank-like. You have to dodge around, dodging their big swooping attacks, hit them a few times, try to finish a combo, and maybe block. Now, there is another mechanic, as I've already mentioned it, the stun mechanic. And the stun mechanic is basically that each enemy has a stun bar that fills up the more you hit them. Particularly against normal enemies, it's not that big of a deal because the normal enemy is going to die within a few hits anyway.
Oh, here we go.
But when you're fighting a mini-boss or a full-fledged boss, the stun is very important. Now, there's basically two ways to stun an opponent. Just doing your regular hits, or there's a charge attack where if you hold down the attack button and release, you go, oh, and you charge forward and stab. That does a big chunk of stun usually. And once someone's stun meter fills, the stun meter starts blinking. And if you hold down the button and you do the heavy attack, you'll now do what's called a capsize, which in any other, FromSoft game, they call it like you staggered them. But in this case, the enemy will flip. Now, when they flipped or crunch or whatever you want to call it, crumble, they're open for a very limited amount of time. In this case, only a few seconds, maybe like 2-3 seconds, they're wide open. So maybe you'll get a free combo in there, okay? However, is there ability to like do what would be called like a visceral attack or a downed attack when they're down? Yes, but again, it's in the skill tree. And it's actually relatively further into the skill tree. So it's not something that you're going to be doing right from the get-go when it comes to the combat. So that's it. Now, are there other variations to the combat? Yes. What ends up happening is you get a fishing line that's primarily for traversal, but also you can use it in combat to hook enemies and pull them towards you. But I don't have that yet, so I can't talk about it until you get it. Again, everything seems to be an unlockable in this game. As for traversal, there is a lot of platforming in Another Crab's Treasure, way more so than most FromSoft games. Maybe you can argue Sekiro had a lot of it, and Elden Ring recently had a good amount, but this game seems like there's a lot of optional platforming where once you get this zip line that you can, hook onto hooks and swing around on nets, now that's going to be a lot of what you're doing in the game. And that's fine. It kind of makes it feel like a hybrid of like an old school platformer from like the PS2 era, but with the very challenging combat of a FromSoft game. It sucks that I didn't get further because I would really like to talk about the ins and outs of parrying and everything, but I can't yet because I didn't get to that. I'll get to that when I play it again later in the week. As for the design in the world, well, the world is cleverly designed. It's all underwater. And basically, you're at the bottom of the ocean in sand, and you see all these items from up top that basically litter, right? I mean, every shell that you get, a banana peel or a tin can or a bottle cap, those are all things from humanity that have sunk down into the water. And even some of the weapons and things, like one of the boss uses a giant straw, and that's his lance. Like he's a knight, but he's hitting you with a straw instead of a lance. So really, the design is quite interesting in that regard. You never know what you're going to be facing, and you never know what kind of items you're going to find in the environment from humanity that have become part of the undersea world.
I might have to add onto the bingo card human or humanity. Like either or. You know what I mean? I think I'm going to have to do that because he seems to refer to humans or humanity surprisingly often.
The story is kind of simple. Apparently, there's now a new government under the sea that is taxing everybody. Basically saying, we own everything, pay us taxes. And so your shell, you're a hermit crab, and your shell gets stolen from you.
Hold on a second, Phil. I thought you hated it when fucking politics entered these games. And politics was meant to be the games are meant to be an escape from politics in real life. Taxes have been a burden to you for so many years now because you didn't fucking pay them when you were meant to. And so you're happy playing a game which reminds you of your fucking, you know, need to pay taxes?
Right at the beginning of the game as a back tax payment, and now you're off on a quest to essentially figure out how you get your shell back. And that's the game at this point. I like how after a brief intro segment, you go right to an open world, and then you get to start exploring, much like Elden Ring. Like, it really does feel like they were trying to emulate the idea of Elden Ring with this game. And so initially in the first 3 hours, first of all, I fought that optional boss that was in the first area, and it took me over a half an hour, but I beat him. So much like the Tree Sentinel in Elden Ring that I spent like 2 hours trying to beat on my first stream, I beat this optional boss as well. I was very stubborn, but I got it done. Even with no blocking, no shell, nothing. None of that had been unlocked yet. I beat him with the most basic stuff. So then...
And? What, you want a fucking cookie or something? You want me fucking medal? You want somebody to pat your fucking oddly-shaped head and said, well done, Phil? No, fucking who cares? You wasted everyone's fucking time after getting your arse kicked 35 fucking times. You know what I find grossly unfair in video games? Phil Bonnell can get his shit kicked in 35 times in a goddamn fucking row, but the boss doesn't get to fucking have a second chance. It feels massively unfair to me that a fucking boss doesn't get a second chance to get revenge on Phil, but Phil can get fucking 35 more tries to get his own revenge. I don't know, to me it just seems a bit, a bit imbalanced, and there's no real balance there.
After that, you end up going to a castle. And to get into the castle, they tell you need shell, so head over to another area of the map where you actually fight the first real boss, who's supposed to be like a knight captain. And after you beat him, you get your first shell, which is a tin can. Now you start learning the block mechanic and how it works, and then you get access to the castle. You can explore. There's all optional ways to go where you can find optional items and upgrades. The way upgrades work is you collect pieces of stuff. So I think it's starfish limbs. When you collect 5 hidden starfish limbs, you get more health. And there's other upgrades as well. There's also healing flasks, which are actually called heart kelp in this game. It's just, you know, oh, it's a piece of kelp, you pop it and you heal. So same idea of healing flask. And yes, you can increase the maximum amount by finding a rare item in the environment. Yes, items are well hidden. In that regard, they're glowing items, just like Dark Souls, a glowing item on the ground. I wonder what it is. It could be an item that you sell for the upgrade currency, which, by the way, the upgrade currency in this game are microplastics. Get it? Like, again, humanity having its big impact on everything is that the whole seabed is completely infested with microplastics, and that's the currency down there, which is pretty funny.
That's funny.
So it could be that, or it could be an item that's a consumable for a certain purpose. It could be an upgrade item, like I mentioned, to upgrade your health or give you more heart kelp, total outload, stuff like that. So again, essentially, they took all the stuff from FromSoft games and crammed it in. So the gameplay is a hybrid. It's kind of like Sekiro. It's kind of like Dark Souls. What I would say is it's nothing like Bloodborne. Like, it doesn't have an actual like a mechanic where you would like interrupt an attack or anything like that I've seen. It does seem more like the parry mechanic system from Sekiro. The difference being, in Sekiro, when you're going to parry, you just tap block at the right time. In this game, you have to be holding blocks of the shells on you, and then when they're about to strike, you release. So it's like you're taking your shell off and boosh, you stagger them, and then you can get the counterattack combo or whatever. So it's a little bit different, but at the same time, it's the same premise. And what I'll say is this: 3 hours in, there's things I like, there's things I don't like. I like the atmosphere of the game, the level design, the underwater kingdom is interesting to me. I am finding a lot of fun in that, and I think that it's going to continue to be interesting the more that we play. I am enjoying, for the most part, the exploration, meaning, oh, you go over here, you find a hidden area, oh, look, there's a crystal there for upgrading, and oh, I found a rare item to upgrade my health and stuff like that. It's fun. It's that whole idea that there's a world for you to explore. It's not just linear, go here, there, and survive. It's you really want to spend your time looking around for the optional stuff. The one thing that really is annoying me in the game so far, I would say, is that it is a little bit on the wonky side. What does that mean? When you're playing a FromSoft game, for the most part, unless you're playing like Demon Souls or the first Dark Souls, especially now that you play a game like Elden Ring, you kind of trust all the systems, right? You know that for the most part, everything's going to work well. Like, for example, I was shocked at how good the platforming worked in Elden Ring.
Shut up, you boring dick. I'm going 1.5. This is boring, that fucking tits off me.
That you stick the jump almost all the time. That everything feels like it's well designed in the universe, right? In Another Crab's Treasure, there is some wonkiness. For example, sometimes they want you to grapple across a series of hooks with this line of fishing line, and you're doing it, and all of a sudden the camera just won't aim right at the next hook, and then you can't hit it and you fall. But I'm easily, you know what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to go across. I don't really control the camera at all times. Why did it stop working mid-platforming? Annoying. Now you gotta go back and start again. Sometimes you'll land square on a platform and still slip off. And it happened a few times yesterday, and I was like, that's stupid. You know, obviously, if the platformer with this much platforming in it, it should be solid, and it feels like half the time it's not. It's kind of like slippery and wonky. Same thing with the combat. And I will say this is another thing that I wish they didn't do. Much like in Dark Souls, in order to do anything in this game, you have to release the button for it to take effect. What does that mean? Well, for example, if you're playing a different video game, you have your controller in hand and you want to dodge, oh, here comes the enemy, press B. And the moment you press B, your character moves out of the way. In Another Crab's Treasure, much like in a FromSoft game, when the enemy's about to attack you, you have to press B and then release B, and then the character will dodge. This immediately adds more input delay to your move. So because of that, you actually have to be more predicting of what the enemy's going to do rather than reacting. And that's annoying. I would much rather react, like have good hand-eye coordination and react to an attack to dodge it, than know what the animation looks like so I can recognize the timing so I can do the dodge early.
Trust me, Phil, we all know you prefer reacting to doing anything else these days. React is fucking lazy mode content. You admitted it yourself last week.
In order to get out of the way. For example, that first optional boss that I fought was so annoying to beat because I couldn't just dodge things on reaction. So I had to play him for about 15 minutes to have seen all of his attacks, know how all of them hit, know the variations of each attack, because sometimes it looked like he's going to slam once, but then he slammed 3 times instead. Like, you just have to sit there and learn everything before you have a chance.
And then you went to the fucking bathroom, looked at a fucking guide, came back and beat it.
In other games where things are just on reaction, you can get your move to come out. You don't need to memorize. Instead, you can just play well and beat things for shot. There are other games that are considered Souls-like games, like the Neo series, that just give you your move the second you press the button. And there's nothing wrong with the Neo series. It's good. So I don't know why every game trying to be like FromSoft has to completely emulate that delay input style. I actually think that's very annoying. And those are just my pet peeves with the game so far. A little bit of wonkiness in the platforming, and definitely the whole delayed controls. Outside of that, the game seems to be pretty fun and ingenious. For 3 hours in, I recommend Another Crab's Treasure to those who like FromSoft style games. But the thing is, I haven't really used a lot of the elements. I haven't parried yet. I just unlocked it. I haven't done a plunge attack yet. I just unlocked it. So until I play more later in the week, I can't give you a better opinion on it. All I can give you is these initial impressions. So far, so good. I really like it. But here's the catch. Because it's not FromSoft, and because it looks cutesy, I guarantee you, this game will not have any kind of mainstream appeal. This is not going to be the next Lies of P, per se. Because it's not gritty, it's not gory, it's not over-the-top horror. It's kind of a FromSoft-style gameplay game with cutesy stuff, which is fine. I actually think that we should have more games like that. If you're going to have the same style, but a different story, different art style, that's good. That's a very good thing. I don't want more of the same. I don't want the same style. It doesn't always have to be gothic horror when you do this style of game. So I'm happy to play a different game in this style, but I can tell you right now, for example, some people are just outright saying, well, I just don't like the game because I don't like how it looks. And it's like, wait, what? So the game has sound mechanics, cool exploration, fun bosses, a lot of neat things, even funny moments, but you're not going to watch it because it looks like a cartoon. You're too far above that, right? Do you understand it's a video game, right? Like, the whole point of video games is to have fun. It's not supposed to be, oh, to ultra challenge myself with some gothic horror where everyone's limbs got to get ripped off and shoved up each other's asses, and it's always torturously, ridiculously over the top, scary, gory, or adult oriented. Like, that's not what video games are supposed to be about. It's supposed to be about fun and entertainment, and this game has that in droves for various different reasons. Yeah, it may look like a Disney movie, but at the same time, it actually plays like a very challenging FromSoft game. So what's wrong with that? Why does every, again, Souls-like have to be this gritty horror? I don't get it.
Who fucking cares?
So far, I like it.
Anybody care what this guy thinks?
No!
And yes, I am going to continue to play it in the schedule. So I guess what we should do now is talk a little bit more about that schedule. But what I'd like to also do is talk about Helldivers 2 last night. Okay? So last night...
Oh, Helldivers 2. Guys, let me sum up Helldivers 2 for you. The match he had, he thought was fantastic, but the support was extremely slow. As in, $11 slow. So it might be going towards a chopping block. Helldivers might not be long for this world.
It was the first ever late night stream of Helldivers 2 that I had played. Previously to that, I've always played Helldivers 2 as a daytime.
Oh my god, what's up?
Thank you very much to Joel Tractor for the super chat, who says, no mainstream appeal equals nay money. Pretty much, yeah. I mean, Phil, this is why Phil relegates games to the fucking night stream. This is why these games get fucking sent to the Shadow Realm. As Prophet points out, Helldivers 2 is also peer-to-peer, so Pure could also get his IP address. Don't tell Phil I might never play it again. Jesus Christ, man. The Fight Cade fucking Fallout continues. I think Prophet's video on that is almost done. I think I've seen Prophet update chat earlier on saying that the video is processing right now. I'm not sure if that means he's rendering it or if it's processing on YouTube. But keep an eye on Prophet's channel because he's going to have a big debunk video coming out very soon about Phil's bitching and whining and moaning about... It's processing on YouTube, there you go. So about very soon, I imagine. But yeah, Prophet's got a big video debunking Phil's narrative about fucking Fight Cade and all that crap and all that drama that fucking Phil initiated.
It was the first ever late night stream of Helldivers 2 that I had played. Previously to that, I've always played Helldivers 2 as a daytime stream. And it always has been about 3 hour, installments of it. And I've been playing it now for what, about a month, just under a month. I think I started playing in early April. And I've gone pretty far. At this point now, I'm up to level 20. And I've got a solid amount of unlocks and things like that. Great stratagems, good loadout. And I'm getting better at the game the more that I play. last night, it was kind of like, basically a really, let me just put it this way. It was starting off really annoying. Like, I remember, like, the first mission, something went wrong. I can't remember what it was. And then the second mission was, like, we dropped and immediately, like, we were swarmed. And there was, like, no chance to do anything. The thing is, I have to start playing at level 7 difficulty, which is considered suicide mission difficulty. That's the only difficulty where you start getting the pink collectibles. What are they called? Samples. And you need those in order to get the better level upgrades for things like your eagle drops. So I wanted to get those, but you have to play at such a difficulty that sometimes you just automatically get overwhelmed right from the get-go, and it's really hard to recover. So I remember, like, the first hour, I hit level 20, but man, it was very frustrated. And it actually, it kind of pissed me off. The second hour, things got much better. And I actually had, get this, the craziest, most epic Helldivers 2 game I've done so far in the 20 hours I've played. Actually, it's more like 22 hours, I think, that I played, something like that. Basically, here's what happened, all right? We were doing a mission where we're supposed to rescue the civilians. This is the one where you evacuate them, and they run, and, you know, they get to the safety or whatever, and then...
Who fucking cares?
Show up to try to kill you or thwart your plans, and then you gotta escape after. So first of all, our team was very jumbled. They weren't really doing the objectives properly. We kind of getting split up. So because of that, it was kind of a mess to begin with. But when we finally got to the final area where we needed to evacuate the humans, we started doing it, and it was going really well. I think we had to evacuate 20. And we had it up to like 18 humans. Okay? And then all of a sudden, boom, the Terminids come in so many numbers that it's like unstoppable. They just came in like a wave, a tidal wave of enemies. And we're doing our best, but at the very same time, the fire tornadoes are coming out too. So now not only are we battling a wall of enemies, but now fire tornadoes are coming from behind. It's like an unwinnable thing. So what ended up happening was we all died except one person, and we had no reinforcements left. So it was on this person to survive several minutes on their own in order to get, you know, the reinforcement going. So it was fun to watch because, man, they were really trying to survive hard. They were getting chased and everything, and they did real well.
So the gameplay was entertaining not because of you, but because of someone else carrying you. You're wait, it's Phil. So the stream was successful because of the ability of others and not you.
And finally, yes, they got the reinforcement. Of course, they reinforced, and it's me, not the other two teammates, but me. I'm like, oh, I'm not good at this game. Well, I'll do my best. So immediately as I'm trying to get my bearings and start getting my loadout, my teammate dies. So now it's all on me. I'm like, oh, crap. So immediately what I do is I try to get the two prisoners, or not two prisoners, two evacuees ready so we can just escape. I'm thinking maybe I can just get them in there. I can evacuate myself or whatever. So I do it. And it says 19 of 20 completed, 20 of 20 completed. And the mission doesn't end. And I'm staring at it like, what? It says 20 of 20. I've evacuated all 20. That was...
She's a big fucking bitch.
Thank you very much to Grease Monkey for the super chat, who says, you know those stories of doctors and lawyers being furries in their spare time? Well, I am a DSP detractor in my spare time. It's a lifestyle now. Well, are you trying to tell us that you're a full-time furry or something? And that the tractor stuff is your part-time hobby? I don't... I'm trying to understand the need to inform us about, you know, doctors and lawyers being furries in their spare time and how that equates to the other part of the story. It's like, oh my god. So yeah, basically, some people, people, it doesn't matter what kind of profession they have, whatever. Some people have interesting hobbies, you know. And Grease Monkey, I think, is basically just saying, hey, they're them being a detractor is a fun little side hobby for them, just to fucking partake in what the dumb pig's doing now. Oh goodness me. But aye, it's one of those things. It's one of those things. I do encourage it for everyone, and it helps people a lot. It helps me as well. It's always good to know when to kind of take a break from DSP stuff whenever you can, because sometimes you always need a wee break from the DSP stuff. DSP's always going to be waiting for you, you know, if you need a wee break from the vortex of insanity that goes on. It goes on with his fucking ridiculous life and all that shit, you know what I mean? But it's one of those things where it's like, it's good to take a wee breather now and again, for sure. Oh, for God's sake, Twilight Media Corp is calling it a filly if you're a fucking detractor or something. There we go. But yeah, basically, I've always had the kind of mentality, each to their own. You know what I mean? As long as they're not harming anyone and doing it or whatever, if people are into that sort of thing, then each to their own. Personally, not for me, but each to their own.
And I'm staring at it like, what? It says 20 of 20. I've evacuated all 20 that was supposed to be evacuated, and the mission isn't dinging for me, so we can go to the evacuation portion. Immediately as this happens, another giant wave of Terminids shows up, and I'm by myself. I'm like, well, this is a bunch of bullshit. So I start running for the hills, and I run for like 3-4 minutes while I'm waiting for the reinforcement to recharge. I'm basically desperately trying to survive, and I've got 2 Bile Titans on my ass. It's just going crazy, right? So finally, after 2.5 to 3 minutes of avoiding Terminids, because there's no way I'm going to kill them all by myself, I can finally get a reinforce. So I reinforce, and we very carefully approach, and then we do another survivor. It had to be 21. I don't know why. It said 20 of 20 on the screen. And then when the 21st survivor evacuated, it says, oh, you completed the mission. And then it said we could evacuate. So then we were able to summon the other people, and we got out of there. So basically, it was crazy nail-biting action in Helldivers 2 last night. It was the closest match I ever seen. And we did it. We got it done. We actually did all evacuate. Actually, the truth is, we didn't all evacuate. As we were evacuating, another wave of Terminids hit, and we were trying to fend them off, and everyone died but me. I was the only person. I jumped into the evacuation vehicle at the last minute and airlifted out. It was just me that made it out. It was crazy. I was like,
Trust you to fucking save yourself and fucking abandon your fucking teammates. How fucking typical of DSP to say, fuck my fucking teammates. You guys can be fucking bait. I'll be the one to survive.
holy shit, that was so epically close. So, it was crazy good. But, want to be honest? It was actually the least attended, least engaged, least supported stream of Helldivers 2 I've ever done.
There is, and there's the important things right there. Phil moved the game to a night stream, where fucking support and attendance is usually quite small compared to a day streams, and he's acting fucking surprised that because he moved it to the fucking night stream, support and attendance also fucking struggled. You done it to yourself, Phil. Let me rewind this. Let me just rewind it and get the full context. Go on, Phil. Pretend you're not begging or begging for fucking money.
So, it was crazy good. But, want to be honest? It was actually the least attended, least engaged, least supported stream of Helldivers 2 I've ever done. Probably, I'm thinking, because of the time shit. Like, we didn't even have 350 viewers. We barely had 300 for most of the stream. People were kind of barely talking in the chat. Half the time I was like, what's going on in the chat? Everyone was like, oh, I'm doing something else, I'm doing something else. Okay, well, as long as you're watching, I guess, but no one was really talking, right? And then, on top of that, support was awful, right? I think I made $7 in super chat and like $10 in tips. That was the whole night. So, listen, I'm not complaining. I actually had a really good premiere.
I'm not complaining, but here's the very specific fucking metrics. And support was awful. I'm not complaining. Support was awful. Well, to me that sounds like you're fucking complaining. Oh my god. Support was awful. And by the way, he made $11 in tips. But he's not complaining, guys. He's just factually observing things and reminding his audience what happened that night. Oh my god, Phil. Never change, a greedy pig.
Stream of Another Crab's Treasure. It's not the end of the world. The sky is not falling. But I saw a distinct change from this being a daytime stream to a nighttime stream. And I'm not sure what to do, because here's the deal. I can't have every game be a daytime stream. It's just not possible, okay? Right now, with the games that I'm playing, if I'm going to keep playing Fallout 4, that has to be a daytime stream or we're never going to make any progress in it, right? Another Crab's Treasure is a brand new game.
Phil, I thought you weren't committed to Fallout 4. Remember the whole promise you gave your fucking audience, you can walk away from that whenever, because you already had a fucking game anyway, and there's no big deal if you don't complete it. It's not a fucking RPG, it's a lengthy RPG, because Fallout is that type of game where it can take a while to fucking complete. But you told your audience it's not going to be a fucking time commitment. If you need to drop it, you'll drop it. Oh my god, but he doesn't want to do that right now because he's trying to capitalise on the success of the show and his one video going viral.
That I like, and if I'm going to make progress in it, again, I got to play it as a daytime stream, okay? So those are basically my 2 daytime streams right now. I am playing Street Fighter 6 at night, and that does do well at night. You know, we get people to come out for it, which is good. I'm glad that that game has found a home as a late night, you know, fighting game stream in the rotation. But Helldivers 2 is multiplayer. And you know, yes, I've done it as daytime streams up to now, but there's just not much that I can really do. I can't make every stream a daytime stream. I can't clone myself and have 2 channels streaming at the same time.
Well, if you cloned yourself, we all know what would fucking happen. You would literally fuck yourself.
Because, you know, some people have even said things like, why don't you stream earlier? We want to stream at 7 in the morning, my time. So, I mean, if I do that, I'm going to have my schedule all thrown off for, like, normal days. You know what I mean?
I love how Phil Burnell is acting like 7 AM is a fucking abnormal time to wake up and begin work. 7 AM for Phil to begin his work and livelihood is like ungodly hours, and Phil's like, I've never seen it in a lot. I've never seen my clock at 7 AM before in my entire life. Lazy sack of shit.
Burger. Like, I certainly, if I'm streaming 7 in the morning, it means I can't stream at night. It means there'll be no night stream at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would probably be, I stream ultra early, and then I take a break, and then I stream again, and then that's it. There's no late night stream at all, right? So, the thing is, I'm basically streaming as much as I can in the right time frame of what would be considered daytime hours for me. And I can't really do much else about it. Not every...
So, Phil, what's wrong with 8 AM? Still too early? Okay. What's wrong with 9 AM? Oh, still too early? Okay. What's wrong with 10 AM? Seriously? It's still too early, Phil? 10 AM? It's still too early? How? My god, Phil. So, Phil, and remember, he begins work, you know, for lack of a better fucking term. The stream goes live at 11, but the gameplay doesn't begin until about lunchtime. But by the time Phil begins, so here's some perspective for you, right? In terms of like Phil's workday compared to my workday. I begin work at 8 AM, but I'm awake a lot earlier than that because I try and do the gym in the morning as well, and all that jazz. Basically, I'm awake before 6 AM. I get myself to the gym, try about roughly about 7, before 7 AM, try and get a little workout going. So work begins for me at 8 AM. And if I do well at work, by the time Phil begins his podcast, I'm finished most of my fucking duties at work because I've been working hard all morning. And Phil begins roughly about 11 AM, in his time. 11 AM my time, when I'm working, I've actually got a lot of stuff done. I always try and focus on battering through work as quick as I fucking can. That's my fucking logic, and make the rest of the fucking day kind of easier for myself. But Phil's like, Phil can't do that though, because he fucking has to stay awake till like fucking 2 AM, 3 AM playing WWE Champions and drinking himself into a drunken stupor. And then he'll fucking wake up again at fucking 10:30 AM the following fucking day and repeat the cycle, repeat the fucking process over again. He is his own worst enemy. I've said this so many times. Phil Burnell is his own worst enemy when it comes to managing his fucking business and fucking managing his schedule and everything else. He could do so much. Phil, this is going to be a strange opinion, but I think Phil would be better off streaming once a day. Phil could literally try and get like an actual proper fucking job. Use that for his fucking and work during the fucking day. And when he comes home from his work, stream a few hours in the evening. And make some... What if it works for so many other fucking people, why can't it work for him? Well, probably because he doesn't want to get a fucking job because he's such a lazy fucking bastard.
The game can be the primetime day stream. So it sucks because I like Helldivers 2. I absolutely like the game a lot. I want to keep playing it, but I'm not going to play it ongoing if when I play it, people aren't paying attention and there's no support and everyone's basically acting like they're bored. Because again, is it the game? If I play it as a day stream, it's the opposite. So it's not the game, it's the time slot. I don't even know what else to say about that, right? Maybe what it is, there are just certain games that do well in certain time slots and others that don't. Maybe that's just what it is. I don't know. For me, I've enjoyed my month in Helldivers 2. I feel like we're getting to the point where my loadout is going to reach almost optimal. We're almost to the point where I can unlock a new, what do they call it, War Bond. We're at 920 of the credits, and you need 1,000 to unlock the War Bond, which is a whole new thing of loadouts of skills and things. Or not skills, but weapons and things. So, I'm excited, for that. I want to do it. I've put effort into this game. Like I said, pretty much 20 hours of gameplay in the last month that I've really enjoyed. And I want to keep playing it. But again, it very well could be thus. All right? And I'm just proposing this, and you guys can answer me. I don't know. This is a game that really shines when you have a team where people are communicating and there's camaraderie and stuff like that. As you know, I'm not going to play it like that. I don't play any games like that, and that's not going to change. So, as me being a random guy that just drops in to random games like that, right? You're going to have limitations of what you can do. Maybe what's happened is I've now played the game for 20 hours. Most people have seen what the game has to offer. You're tired of the Terminators. You're tired of the automatons. You wish there was something new. Right now, it's just grind and unlock stuff. There's not much else to it, right? Maybe if and when a update comes out and there's a new game mode or a new race of enemies to fight or something like that, maybe then that's what it'll happen. Maybe it'll pick up then, right? People will be more excited for it. But that was really the first time we played Helldivers 2 where I was like, wow, like no one is really engaging. Everyone's kind of just quiet and keeping to themselves in the chat, and that almost never happens when I play the game. And like I said, the support was really, really low. And I was like, wow, complete and utter opposite attitude from when I usually play this game. So, and again, the only thing I can say is that I changed the time slot because it's a multiplayer game. It makes more sense to do it in 2-hour increments at night because you can stop whenever you want, as opposed to, I don't want to have a game that's a lengthy RPG like Fallout 3 or 4 that has hype right now behind it, or a new game like Another Craft's Treasure that, we want to play as much as we can. Those don't make sense as night streams right now. I'm not saying that they won't eventually make sense as night streams, but for now they just don't. So, FYI, I'm not sure what to do about Helldivers right now. I do have another stream of it, possibly scheduled for later in the week, but now I'm kind of second-guessing it and thinking maybe instead of Helldivers 2 again, I should play Elden Ring. I don't know. Then again, I also don't know how Elden Ring is going to perform as a late-night stream, because that's also going to be a late stream this week. I'll talk about that in a second, okay?
So basically going to replace a multiplayer game with another lengthy RPG.
Anyway, that was yesterday. Let's talk about the schedule for the week now. Today's React Day. As soon as this podcast ends, we're going to all head over to the DSP Reacts channel, and we're going to do the DSP versus the Internet Weekly Clip Show, where it's the channel members over there that nominate clips for me to watch. And FYI, it seems like we just have a regular group of members now, which is great because we have enough clips to support the show, to keep the channel viable and going. So thanks. If you like that show, I recommend becoming a member today, and that way you can nominate your own clips and you can be a part of the show. It's a really cool interactive way to be a part of the content and to support that effort to keep reacting in my schedule. Tonight on the late stream, as I've already stated, we'll also be continuing the retro react of the Walking Dead Telltale game on my DSP Throwback channel. That's at 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. I hope you'll check that out. That's been really fun to go back down memory lane, a playthrough from 2012, and re-experience it live with an audience. I don't even remember particularly the plot of the game, so there's a lot of twists and things happening that are shocking to me because I just don't remember them. And tonight we're going to finish up episode 3 and get into episode 4. Tomorrow, Monday, we're back to gameplay. The daytime stream here will be Fallout 4, which I'm very stoked for. As you know, I'm exploring, I'm leveling, I'm doing this cool melee idiot savant build, and I'm
Who fucking cares?
Tomorrow, we actually just ran into the Brotherhood of Steel. So we should actually make some good progress and maybe get a lot of leveling in, because when you do story missions in this game, you earn a ton of experience points. So I'm probably going to stick to maybe the Brotherhood story for a while to see if I can level up significantly. Tomorrow night, late stream, Elden Ring, and yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's what you've been waiting for. It's the Haley tree. Okay? The hardest part of the game, by far. Hardest dungeon, but most challenging bosses, crazy ending with Millennia. You know how it goes. Or is it Millennia? It's Millennia, right? Or is it Millennia? I don't remember how to say her name anymore. But it's going to be wild, and I hope that you guys will join me. Certainly, we're not getting to Millennia tomorrow. Remember, Haley tree is very long, very challenging, so it's probably going to be many streams before we even get to her. But I'm excited for it. I hope you'll join me on the late stream. But again, Elden Ring, this entire playthrough where I've gone back to Elden Ring, you know, in the last month, has been day streams. Will Elden Ring do well at night? Or will people not show up for the night stream? I don't know. You know what I mean? I guess we're going to see together. I hope it does well. Tuesday will be more Another Crab's Treasure. And Tuesday night will be Street Fighter 6 as I do a little bit of warm-ups in casual play with Zangief, but then I return to ranked and I try to rank him up to master level. I don't know how it's going to go, but I'm excited. And then on Wednesday, day stream again will be Fallout 4, and the night stream on Wednesday is up in the air. And what I mean there is it could be Helldivers 2, or it could be Elden Ring. I guess what I want to do is I want to see how things go Monday night. We already know Helldivers 2 sadly did not do well as a night stream. Okay, it's just fact. Let's see how Elden Ring does tomorrow night as a night stream. If it does well, Haley Tree, then I'll do that again on Wednesday night. If it doesn't do well, then maybe we'll do Helldivers. I don't know. I want my night streams obviously to do well. And when I say do well, again, it's not just about making money. It's about having people engaged and having fun. For example, for many months, I played Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, and it didn't do well making me money. But it was actually a fun experience because the audience that was there was engaged and having a good time and constantly talking and laughing and, you know, being social. And that didn't happen with Helldivers 2 last night. The stream was almost dead half the time, and that's not good. I'm not here just playing games for myself. All right, I'm here to play games with all of you and have a good social experience. And if I'm not having that, then that's the point of streaming it, right? So we got to find the right mix.
This little bitch being serious right now. This wee prick for real. Like a Dragon didn't do well most fucking streams, but some of them did very fucking well indeed. You know, some of them done poorly, admittedly, of course. A lot of them done fucking poorly. But I still got some success and some joy out of playing it all the same. Here's one here, I got 100 fucking buckaroos. When the following stream $13. You see what I mean? Sometimes the support was there and sometimes the support wasn't there. But it's not about the money, but he's immediately thinking about canning this game because he got $11 for him. Make sense of that if you can. I fucking can't. To me, it makes no fucking sense.
Let's see how it goes for the rest of this week, and we'll go from there. Now, keep in mind, as of now, I don't have plans to do any new games until May 21st, because on May 21st, there's both Hellblade 2, as well as the System Shock remake. So those two games I'm very, very interested in, okay? And I hope that people will hang around to watch all the fun stuff that I'm going to be doing between now and then, all right? I'm very excited for Fallout 4, you know, a game I haven't played now in 12 freaking years. Excuse me, 9 freaking years is what I meant to say. And now, seeing it with the next gen update, 60 frames, doing a melee build, it's very different, and I'm excited for that. I hope that you guys will join me for those. This Another Crab's Treasure right now is quite good. But outside of that, I'm not sure, you know, what else is going to be in demand. If any other games do happen to come out and stick out and you guys are interested in seeing me play, please, by all means, let me know. But this is the plan, essentially, for the next 3 weeks. We're going to balance all these games that I'm playing until the new game's released. Okay? All right. Now, we have already talked about the fact that we're going to have some kind of a marathon at the end of May. What will it be? At this point, I am heavily leaning towards an indies marathon. I think they're doing an independent games marathon.
Hold on, I thought people would rather have seen the fucking Rageathon. You polled your audience, Phil, and then fucking half of them said Rageathon. And like the other two were kind of split 50-50 in the middle there, but no. Your audience, when you polled them, wanted to fucking have the Rageathon happen. You're ignoring what the majority of your audience wanted when you polled them that one time. Go on, Phil, justify this.
Would make a lot of sense because I haven't done one of these in many years. It would give me the opportunity to be exposed to a bunch of games that I've likely never played. And on top of all of that, I now have a mini PC that can play most games on Steam. So we have opportunity for people to nominate a bunch of these indie style games and to actually check them out for the very first time. All right. So I think that could be really, really interesting and fun for variety. So let me know if that's what you think. Unless you guys have an idea of something different, I think an indies marathon at the end of May will make sense and hit it right on the head of what we're looking for, something different around here. All right,
it's going to be a fucking shit show, a disaster, and I can't fucking wait for him to fucking complain to his audience about why they fucking asked him to fucking do an indies marathon. He is going to fucking, if that doesn't do well, the audience will get blamed, even though the audience told him to fucking do a Rageathon instead.
Okay. I have one other topic to discuss today. I'm trying to remember if I have any game news to talk about, because I don't think there's much significant game news going on right now at all.
Burger.
Oh, actually, you know what? Row. That's concerning. I'll very briefly do a game news segment. You ready for this? Here we go. This is going to be funny. Ready for this one? Right now, EVO Japan is going on, which is the Japanese version of a very top-level fighting game tournament. And it's all different fighting games, including, yes, Street Fighter 6, but also Tekken 8, Guilty Gear, Blaze Blue, that Grand Blue Fantasy Versus game. You know, many different fighting games. as they're streaming the event on Twitch, Twitch bans them. I'm not kidding you. Twitch erroneously banned Evo Japan, and everyone...
Did he just say banded? Twitch erroneously banded. This motherfucker was a valedictorian. And he said that Twitch banded them.
I'm not kidding you. Twitch erroneously banned Evo Japan, and...
I tell Steve to add it to the fucking board.
Everyone is trying to figure out why. Was it because something happened on stream and a company actually hit them with a copyright strike? Was it because a malicious troll impersonated a company and lied? No one could figure it out, but they were banned for like 4 or 5 hours, and then apparently they disputed it, and it was auto-removed, which is what used to happen to me. You remember when I was on Twitch? People would hit me with a false copyright strike?
Oh god, he made it himself. Oh, he made it all but himself, as per usual. As always, Phil Barnell makes it always about himself. Phil, you done a lot of fucking shady shit on Twitch that you shouldn't have fucking gotten away with, but somehow you're protected.
Out of nowhere, and then I would have to apply my dispute to that. Like, you could do a counterclaim and say, no, this is wrong, and it would take them many hours, and then eventually they would process the counterclaim and your stream would go back online. So imagine you're just a big, event, and you're streaming on Twitch, and they literally ban you for no good reason, right? So it used to be, oh, well, everyone's kind of immune if they're big. It's just the small-time guys that get attacked. No, in this case, even big events now are getting attacked on Twitch by false copyright strikes. So at this point, I'm just going to be honest here. You ready for this? It's time to ditch Twitch. Folks, they're the most unprofessional website on the planet. They take nothing seriously. They blanket grant fake claims and don't actually...
Hold on, before it continues.
Burger.
There we go. We all know the real reason why he's fucking having to go to Twitch right now. It's because they didn't fucking protect him when he felt he deserved protection. It's like, oh, they got rid of me from the fucking partner program. Fucking wow. Fucking bitch and whine more. So yeah. And by the way, I don't like Twitch either. When I see Twitch, I fucking start booing. I go, boo, boo, fucking boo. Twitch are fucking... I'm not a fan of Twitch whatsoever. But Phil's reasons for wanting Twitch to get ditched is very selfish and personal.
They're the most unprofessional website on the planet. They take nothing seriously. They blanket grant fake claims and don't actually verify them. They just hit you with the claim and don't vet the claim at all. And if they're not going to just do it to individuals, they're going to do it to major events. Just don't stream there anymore. It's time to everyone put their foot down and says, ditch Twitch, fuck this. This site is not professional enough for us to be doing business on. It's time to stop this stupid internet mentality that, oh, Twitch is the place to stream, man. Stop. Just stop. Because literally it's not. It doesn't even have enough quality to properly fucking stream games. They don't even have the bandwidth. They don't allow you to stream at a good bit rate for modern gaming. They don't care about the quality of what's on the site. All they care about is making money. So it's time to stop with this nonsense and ditch Twitch and go to places that are going to support you. Whether that would be YouTube, whether that's Kick, whether that's somewhere else, just get the fuck off of Twitch. Let them go out of business. I mean it. Just let them go out of business. If everyone would in droves quit Twitch right now, they would go out of business because there wouldn't be enough revenue to support their bullshit model anymore. Just stop it. It's like an individual.
So you are just really hatefully wishing ill will on a company just because they canned your ass before. You want them to fucking suffer. You want people to get fired. You want people to lose a livelihood and all that shit. You're really vindictively fucking going for the fucking throat here, Phil. But remember, Phil doesn't hold any grudges. Phil Barnell is not one to hold a grudge over anyone. Apparently. He doesn't take things personally.
There wouldn't be enough revenue to support their bullshit model anymore. Just stop it. It's like an individual I can understand. If I get banned from Twitch for bullshit reasons, it's because they don't want to deal with trolls. There's no reason for them to be banning Evo. They're out of their fucking minds. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know how to run their company. Stop using them. Right? If you go to a store and you get mistreated by the employees 10 times in a row, do you go back to the store? If you go to the restaurant and they get your order wrong 10 times in a row, do you keep going back to the restaurant? Or do you finally throw your arms up and say, fuck this, they don't know what they're doing, I'm not giving them my business anymore? Stop using Twitch. It's fucking terrible. It really is bad for the internet. It's bad for the gaming community. It's bad for everyone. It's bad business. Stop using them.
Phil said gaming community.
Burger.
I knew I missed that there. I love it, Phil, to throw in a fucking for example there.
Throw your arms up and say, fuck this, they don't know what they're doing, I'm not giving them my business anymore. Stop using Twitch. It's fucking terrible. It really is bad for the internet. It's bad for the gaming community. It's bad for everyone. It's bad business. Stop using them just because you think you're going to get some kind of traction and be noticed on Twitch. They're fucking trash. Okay, that's the gaming news for today. All right, so what I would like to do right now is just
Anybody care what this guy thinks?
No!
very briefly talk about the future of DSP Throwback. As you know, DSP Throwback is a project I started in January for posterity of my oldest content. Notably, playthroughs that have been disappearing from the internet because they were on channels, legacy channels that.
I mean, I was tempted to fucking take YouTuber jealousy there. You know what I mean? Because the big people are protected, but the wee ones aren't. But that's like Twitch jealousy more than anything else. Yeah, nah, we can't take that. We can't take Twitch jealousy. That's not a thing.
I got banned for being hacked and misused. For example, I had a channel called Red Dead DSP that had all Rockstar content on it, and it got hacked and stolen and then shut down. I had a channel called, I think it was like DSP Final Fantasy 13 or something like that, and that channel also got shut down. Same reason. So what's been happening is these missing playthroughs have been remastered in full HD, 1080p, 60 frames per second upscaling, better audio, everything scrubbed, and put into 30-minute parts, proper thumbnails, proper titles, and every day a new part goes live over on DSP Throwback, with some exceptions, and sometimes my editors get backlogged a little bit. But for the most part, it's a daily new release. So far, okay? We have Final Fantasy 13 that's been going for almost 3 months, well, actually over 3 months, and it's almost done. Final Fantasy 13 will be completed within about another week or two. Okay, we're that close to the end. Red Dead Redemption, the entire original playthrough is live on the channel. And currently we have started the Fallout 3 playthrough from 2008, one of my oldest and poorest looking playthroughs, that is currently being remastered. We're up to, I believe as of this morning, 9 parts and climbing, and that one's going very strongly as well. So, I hope if you haven't checked it out yet, you'll check out the DSP Throwback channel. The question is, now with Final Fantasy 13 ending in the next week or two, what's the next project? So what I need to do is ask all of you, outside of, you know, well, not outside of, but my classic playthroughs. I'm talking about the playthroughs where I used to aim my camera at a TV, so the visual quality and the audio is terrible, all right? Out of those older playthroughs with those shorter 10-minute parts, what would be the next video series that you would like to see on the Throwback channel, okay? Now, one of the ones that's an absolute shoe-in that I know some people will recommend is L.A. Noire. Because L.A. Noire is a playthrough that's also currently missing from the internet. It was on that Red Dead DSP Rockstar-oriented channel that was hacked and shut down. So right now, you cannot watch my original L.A. Noire playthrough anywhere. It doesn't exist. And if you remember, I actually named it Dicks with Guns. You might say, wait, what? Yes, because back then I was so afraid that YouTube was going to like shut down and block the playthrough of L.A. Noire that I basically titled the game Dicks with Guns for the first like 10 to 15, 20 parts, and then I started retitling it saying L.A. Noire. It was very funny. And even you'll see in the first few parts I say Dicks with Guns instead of L.A. Noire, right?
Who fucking cares?
So, that's definitely a possibility, and I feel like L.A. Noire eventually is going to be remastered and put on that channel no matter what. It's coming, okay? But outside of that, what other playthroughs would you guys be interested in seeing? Now, I'm getting some suggestions. Dead Space 1 and 2. Well, here's the thing. Dead Space 1, there's no playthrough to remaster. My Dead Space 1 playthrough wasn't a playthrough. It was a highlight series. This was before I actually did full playthroughs. I did highlights. You know how they do YouTube shorts now? Well, that's actually what I did. I would do like a minute or 2 minute clip of just a really scary moment in the gameplay. And that's how I covered games. And then people started asking and requesting for longer length full playthroughs. And then I changed my format. So Dead Space 1, I can't do because there is no full playthrough. It's just a few clips. All right. So that's out of the case. Now, some people said Dead Space 2 could do that. Dead Space 2 absolutely was an old style camera playthrough. So that one could be redone. Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. Sure, I could do that. Again, that's a playthrough that was the old camera style. So I'm sure a lot of the parts don't look very good. That one could be redone if that's what you're interested in. Indigo Prophecy. Now that's an interesting one. For those who don't know the history, I played Heavy Rain. I loved Heavy Rain. And I wanted to do another game from that same studio, but all their games were very outdated. Like the last game before Heavy Rain was from Quantic Dream was called Indigo Prophecy or Fahrenheit. And man, is that a weird one. It's got the same...
Oh, you're a fucking weird one, Phil. Guys, we have 100 likes on the bingo stream apparently. So we'll have 100 likes. We have a free space for the bingo card. But not only do we have a free space for the bingo card, you guys also get to enjoy the bubbles animation made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations. Remember, keep an eye on the bottom right for Jasper to do his thing. Fuck him up, Jasper. Good cat. So yeah, that is our second free space. Actually, it's our third free space of the game. We have a free space for the snorts. We have a free space for the
boss.
And we have a free space for the 100 likes. So we've got free spaces so far, which basically means we are 5 away from a full house if we count those free spaces. Possible, it could happen, fingers crossed.
Kind of quick time events and choices and stuff, but dude, it's weird. It's got weird stealth segments. It's got fucking...
Dude, we just said, so there we go.
Burger.
Now we're 4 away from a full house.
Aliens and weird shit in it. And so, I did a full playthrough of it for like Halloween 2010, and it was a weird one, for sure. But here's the thing. This is what I'd be a little nervous about. That game has licensed music in it, and it's actually a key part of the game. And sadly, the licensed music 100% gets claimed and blocked on YouTube.
100%.
Burger. 5 in a row. That's concerning.
We're 3 away from a full house. This is getting better and better.
So, I would have to have my editors find all the different licensed music and edit it out, or at least edit it enough so that the videos could at least be listened to and not muted. Because that's the worst part. Is when YouTube mutes your fucking video, and it's like, why do I want a video with no sound? You fucking idiots. It's just... It's so dumb. You know, it's one thing if you're going to claim the ad revenue on one video. I don't really care. It's another thing if you mute my video. Now, I might as well not have made it, right? So that's a tricky one. It's a one that's still possible, but it's definitely a tricky one. Okay? Did I release Suicide Kings Red Dead Online yet? No. No, what you mean by that is not the Suicide King series, but the raw gameplay that I did with people online to get the footage of Suicide Kings, correct? I believe it's like maybe 4 or 5 hours of gameplay. So it could be a good 10 video series. That is possible at some point. I do have that archived. I found it at one point, but that is possible. Kirby's Epic Yarn, I mean, that's definitely a possibility. All right. Now, I just want to remind everyone, because some people are recommending more recent games. The whole idea of DSP Throwback is to kind of remaster old playthroughs for posterity or react to old playthroughs. When I say old playthroughs, I mean pre-direct capture. Anything that's after direct capture, I don't think really fits the throwback format or formula. Keep in mind, I've made videos from late 2008 all the way to early 2014 before I ever did direct capture, or 2013, excuse me, before I ever did direct capture. So you're talking like a 5-year span of videos that we could remaster for the channel. That's really what the goal is, not to take things more recently. So I know some people say, what about Until Dawn or something like that? Those videos look fine. There's no reason to remaster those at this point. So anyway, yeah, what would you guys like? So far, some suggestions you guys made. Dead Space 2, Indigo Prophecy, right? What was the other one? Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. Okay. Do you have any other suggestions?
Who fucking cares?
Because I'm definitely looking for some good suggestions, and you know, I'm debating, should I make a poll on the channel? I'm not sure. We basically have like a week and a half to 2 weeks to figure this out, and then what I got to do is find the raw videos and start giving it to my editors to start working on the new project. So let's think about it. Let's talk about it maybe for the next couple of days. Infamous 1 could be an interesting one. Yeah, sure. Infamous 1 was a great game, a great playthrough, and that one could work as a remastered series. Sure. Okay, that's another good suggestion, I would say. Ooh, Assassin's Creed 2. What do you guys think about that? The original Assassin's Creed 2 playthrough. That could work. I mean, everyone holds Assassin's Creed 2 in such high regard, right?
It was a very good fucking game, Phil.
Borderlands, like Borderlands 1? That was a very old playthrough as well. Okay, I'm getting some good ideas. All right, I would say for me, those top candidates, I would definitely say a Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions, Assassin's Creed 2, possibly Borderlands 1, right? Those are some good suggestions. And of course, LA Noire, right? All right, what I like to do, I gotta talk to my editors as well, because sometimes there's a reasoning to do something, like for example with Fallout. Fallout was a great idea because we got to take the old really skewed footage that was me doing a 4:3 aspect ratio video of a widescreen TV at a crooked angle, and it was an opportunity for them to see, can we stretch it out? Can we upscale it? Can we actually scrub the audio so the audio doesn't get copyright claim on YouTube? And that's
can we steal other people's fucking content, pretend it's Phil's content?
Really the goal of that playthrough, why they wanted to work on that one right away. So, and it's working, by the way. Like so far, only one part has got a claim on it. I've already disputed it. It looks like I'm gonna win it. So for that playthrough is actually going swimmingly well. So let's think about it. But let me know if you guys have any more suggestions. Man, that Assassin's Creed 2 was a great suggestion. I didn't even think about that. That's, again, one of my epic playthroughs from back in the day that a lot of people really, really liked. So maybe that's the suggestion. Maybe Assassin's Creed 2 could be the next one. Or LA Noire is definitely a candidate because that one needs to be re-uploaded for posterity purposes. It doesn't even exist anywhere. You know what I mean? Okay. All right, guys. So now, one final thing I'll remind you of as we get into the final segment of the show. On React Day.
Begment? Have we finally hit the Begment portion before his fucking contribution shoutouts?
These streams that I do, you know, one on DSP Reacts and one on DSP Throwback, these streams are the primary ways that I get support on those channels.
Yeah, as a Begment.
No exaggeration, the videos on those channels, ad revenue-wise, don't make a lot. So really, it's these streams that keep those channels going. Today, please support the streams on the React channels if you can. I would really appreciate that. In particular, with the DSP React channel, becoming a member of some level, you know, gets you the ability to nominate the videos for the show and supports the channel. On the Throwback channel, the live stream over there, it keeps that channel going. Like, that channel is making, like I said, maybe like $1 a day on ad revenue. So any contributions during that late night stream tonight would be great. Now,
$1 a day. So Phil is complaining about $1 a day in ad revenue. There's 365 days in a year. So Phil is complaining about ad revenue alone on a fucking third channel, not even his main channel, getting them 365 extra dollars per year. That's not a bad fucking little thing to fucking have in your fucking account every year. And a random extra 365 buckaroos on a fucking third YouTube channel you don't put any fucking effort into. And ad revenue alone. That's not even talking about super chats or super thanks or tips he gets. That's just ad revenue he's just fucking talking about. $1 a day. Phil does not fucking value $1 a day. Phil does not appreciate the fucking magnitude of what $1 a day could fucking mean for people. And as Probert points out, ad revenue is $0.018 per view, roughly. There you go.
Any contributions right now in the next, 20, 25 minutes to the end of this podcast count towards the first stream over on the React channel. So if you can't be here for the React show, but you like the React content, please support this stream right now, and that'll help out that channel as well. Okay.
Phil finally said help. Hurry.
Burger. 5 in a row. That's concerning.
We are 2 away from a full house.
Okay? All right. So now we get to shoutouts. And we start today with Orcs or Dorks, who re-upped his membership for 35 months in a row and says, "Sup, guys." What's up, Orcs or Dorks? I don't know if you're still here. Thanks for hanging out, and welcome to the channel, and thank you for the support. And Battleduck 9000, 32 months as a member, and did this. Like, basically did it like a ASCII code body going like this. I don't know if this is praise the sun. I don't know if he's just raising the roof or rejoicing.
Or is he mocking you for doing a goddamn Y pose?
For the nice day, I don't know. But thank you, Battleduck, for that. Literally outside of that, I don't have anything to shout out. I have no super chats.
Get fucked. Oh, poor Phil hasn't had a single thing to shout out apparently. Get fucked, Phil. See, I've had a whole bunch to shout out. I've had a very fucking positive community, you know what I mean? I've had people fucking throw me a bunch of super chats, and I'm very happy about that. Phil hasn't got a thing to shout out after fucking bitching and whining and moaning and boring everyone to fucking tears. Boo fuckery who for Phil Burrell. And D-Dog is praising me for the bingo card. Remember, it was not me that picked the bingo card, it was... Oh fuck, who picked the bingo card? Was it Greg? Or was it Greg? I can't mind. Was it Greg who picked the bingo card, or it was someone else? Anyway, the bingo card's doing well, but it's no thanks to me. It's thanks to the person that picked it. I think it was Greg that picked the bingo card. I might be wrong. Yeah.
No memberships, no gifted memberships, and no tips to shout out. So please, guys, if you can, support the stream today. Again, this will help support the React projects, alright?
Who fucking cares? It'll help support the React projects, but you don't pay our editors any money for you to do those projects. So if they're going to help support the React projects, how? You tell me, Phil, how the money that is fucking given to you on these streams is going to fucking help support those editors.
Come the fuck in and fuck the fuck off.
And cheers to Chris Sizemore for popping his little member message for 4 months and says, here's another thing to shout out. Cheers, if I can go. Chris Sizemore, popping that bingo baddie member message, if I can go. Poor Phil Burnell, he hasn't got any brand new members or super chats or tips to shout out. And 1 Minute Man might be gone forever. And the stream froze because Phil's so toxic it broke it.
Fuck's sake, Jesus! Christ!
Thank you to Jared, who just upped his membership at the ultra level for 14 months and says, "Praise the sun," and did a praise sun emo. Thank you.
14 months ultra membership, that is $20 per month. This denthead has given Phil Burnell, what, that's like, that's $20 for 14 months, that's like $240. Is that right, math? Is my math wrong? I mean, actually it's more than that, isn't it? Maybe, I don't know. 280. Yeah, 280. I'll fucking find 10. I shouldn't. I should. Yeah, but yeah, this fucking denthead. Imagine throwing like that is $20 per month on DSP Gaming. Remember, there is no perks to being an ultra member on DSP Gaming. You can potentially argue there's a fucking difference in member levels on DSP Reacts, whatever, and what you can fucking do. Shut up, you dick. But look, you get nothing extra. You get nothing extra for being a fucking member. An ultra member and a shit. And he admits it in his fucking video. See what he fucking says. There's
dozens upon dozens of emotes here on the channel that you will have full access to if you become a member today. In addition, there's a cool chat crown badge that you will receive next to your name to show how long you've been an ongoing member. And you should get some highlighted messages if you happen to leave comments on my videos on demand. You'll see highlighted that you're a member there as well. Now, one of the big features is that if you like my live streams, you'll be able to talk without any limitations. Everyone else has a 10-second slow mode, but if you become a member today, you will not have that slow mode. One of the most notable features of being a member are when I do a monthly event. Every once in a while, I'll do a special marathon that may feature a game or series of games, and members usually have priority to nominate and vote to get some of those games into a marathon. There's other things that we do as well, where members will always kind of have the priority to speak up and get their voices known.
Who fucking cares?
The bottom line is, becoming a member supports this channel. I've been around for so long, and I do things a lot differently than a lot of other YouTubers. Because I don't have paid sponsorships or any kind of shilling of a product on this channel, membership support is absolutely key. So if you like what you see here, you like how it's different from how other people do it, and you want to support, being a member is a great way to think about supporting DSP Gaming.
Am I wrong? I thought he admitted in this fucking video, in this little fucking thing here, that there's no fucking extra fucking perks to fucking being a higher level of supporter. Because everything, I mean, I thought it was in his little intro video that Phil fucking admitted, yeah, there's no fucking extra perks to fucking being a super supporter or an ultra supporter. Because that's what you, so this is the standard one. The standard one, it's like, oh, you get loyalty badges, you get custom emojis, you get membership shoutouts and all that shit. I'll shout you out, and then super supporter includes access to perks from previous levels. Nothing new. Ultra Supporter includes access to perks from previous levels, which is that. Nothing. So there's literally no reason for anyone to decide to become a Super Supporter or Ultra Supporter on Phil's channel. It's just insanity. And yet somebody has willingly given him $280 to be an Ultra member for 14 months on DSP Gaming, just because Phil fucking begged hard enough to fucking, and it has it there as an option. It's just bizarre to me. Utterly fucking bizarre.
Thank you, Jared, for that. I appreciate that. Armin the Power says he watched Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and one episode of the Knuckles Show. Oh, the Knuckles Show came out? Interesting. Wonder if it's any good. I saw the Sonic 2 movie. I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it. I thought it was alright. It was like a perfect popcorn flick, kind of brainless movie. It did have a lot of silly stuff in it, but also it was perfectly entertaining for me.
Oh shit, Phil's ended his podcast. This stream might die. Well, not this stream, but Phil's stream that I'm watching. That happened last week, and I blame Aviga for that because he was a guest. D-Dog was a guest as well, but I'm blaming Aviga.
So there you have it. But I don't know about the show, nor am I going to really watch the Knuckles Show. I don't really care. So, all right. All right. So if you guys would like to talk with me, please tag me in the chat. And if any contributions come in, I'll shout them out. Davian says, would you remaster Homefront? I know the review of that was big on the channel. Are you talking about the Revolution? Homefront the Revolution is from 2016. That's, again, direct capture. If you're talking about the original Homefront from many years ago, that was not direct capture. That was the old style, and it looked like crap. Would I remaster it? If there was demand, but I don't think many people liked the game, so I don't think there would be demand for that.
This is going to get a whole lot more fucking boring. You got nothing to shout out, and we still have another 24 minutes or so of Phil to try and kill the dead air.
People person says, I couldn't find the segment where you mentioned the PS5 V2 controller. Is it coming soon? I don't know. All I saw was a piece of promotional art for it, and a bunch of people were commenting on it, like gaming journalist types were commenting.
Oh, they were commenting on it. I'll count that.
Burger.
5 in a row. That's concerning.
We're one away from a full house. We need Phil to give a good old prayer hands, him to talk about weather, him to say voted, or him to fucking display some YouTuber jealousy.
On it, what they thought, and then I made the comment about the increased battery life, but I haven't seen an official article. I don't think it has a release date yet. How much has Helldivers 2 grown on me so far? Well, it's just like I said. It's like, at first, I didn't know that the game played like that, nor did I know that dropping in a random match would actually work. I thought it was the kind of game where you really need to have that kind of communication to work. Like, for example, Apex Legends. No, dropping with randoms in Apex Legends will never work. You need to have a good sound team of people communicating, right? I thought it was that style of game, but it's definitely not. Has it grown on me? Sure. I like the different enemy types. I like that every time I play, I'm leveling up and unlocking something new. If I played a series of streams and I never had new weapons and new stratagems, new anything, I probably would lose interest. But the fact that I'm constantly unlocking new stuff is great and keeps the interest going, okay? So that's what I like about it. But, yeah, you know, I feel like we're going to get to a point where, yes, is it fun to play? Sure. But is it fun to watch? And maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's what the point we've hit, is that the audience is kind of tired of seeing the same repetitive stuff. And since I'm not teaming up with people and it's not a stream of camaraderie between streamers, but instead it's just me kind of playing a multiplayer game, maybe the appeal has died out, right? Double M says, I've noticed it's been a good while since the last Nintendo game playthrough. How come? Because there are none. Like, what Nintendo games have come out of any note? You know, I played Mario Wonder. I loved it, right? Since then, I mean, I also played Mario RPG Remake. I loved it. But since then, there hasn't been anything of note besides the Princess Peach platformer. And number one, it just came out at a bad time when there was a million other games out that I was already playing. And number two, considering the fact that Mario Wonder, the best Mario platformer to come out in ages, didn't really do well on my channel, I figured doing a spin-off Princess Peach platformer probably would also not do well, and that's why I skipped it. I already played Azura's Wrath when it was a new release. I don't know why you're saying I couldn't play it in the day because of copyright. That's completely false. I played it. Yes, I'm doing the Elden Ring DLC in June. That's why I'm doing my second run of Elden Ring now, actually. Shooter says he's watching X-Men 97 and it's pretty good. I'm glad you're liking it. I've heard that everyone on the internet pretty much is liking it. Glad you feel that way. Dentronic says the Mario Wonder was a fantastic playthrough and I ended up buying the game. I'm glad to hear that. I'm just Ken. I already answered you about Azura's Wrath. Do not post that in the chat again. I literally just answered that, and I'm not going to repeat myself. Spam that comment one more time. I'm going to time you out. There's nothing like someone who spams the chat with a comment over and over. I address it, and then they don't listen, and they spam it again.
Yeah, Derek.
Okay, now you're getting timed out. Obviously, he's doing it on purpose now. So enjoy your 5-minute timeout. It's not even coherent. So you start wondering if the guy was... What about Fable for DSP Throwback Remasters? Yeah, actually, one of my earliest full playthroughs was Fable 2.
Oh, hello. Aviga has sent me a sound clip of where he scams the guy. Okay, what was it?
We get to the part where he scams the guy.
Oh, there you go. I don't know what I was expecting. It wasn't that. I wasn't expecting that.
We get to the part where he scams the guy.
Right fucking here, I guess, is a part where he scams the guy. Oh, bloody hell. I did not anticipate that. I thought it was like something else. Oh, fuck me, man.
How the fuck do I mute this stupid mic? I have no idea.
Yeah. So yeah, and D-Dog has beat me to the fucking punch. Prophet's video has released. That's something that people can check out after. Don't do it now. Don't fucking go to his video now. You fuckers, don't go to his video now. His video's not going anywhere. The video will still be there when the bingo finishes. You bastards, keep your arses right fucking here for the end of bingo. We've almost won. Then you can fucking fuck off and enjoy Prophet's video if you want it. But yeah, I will. Yeah, I'll pin D-Dog's comment. That's a good shout actually. Yeah, let me pin D-Dog's comment. Pin message. There we go. We'll promote that bald Canadian perverts video. Why not? And we'll check it out later on. But we've got bingo team. We're one away. We're one away from a fucking full house bingo. So yeah, you keep your arses right here and enjoy the bingo.
Because people actually requested a full playthrough of that one when it came out. Before then, I was just doing highlights. And people were like, well, could you do a full playthrough? And then they said, what about Fable 2? And I did do a full playthrough of Fable 2. I could do a remaster of that. I'll be honest with you, I don't remember it at all. Like, I don't remember Fable 2 in any way, shape, or form. Because I only played it for once. It was one of my earliest playthroughs, so I have no recollection of it. I don't know if people would like that, though. It is a very old playthrough. Any chance I'll go back to Dragon's Dogma 2? Probably not. I'll be honest with you. The game was very repetitive. Basically felt exactly like the first game at this point. It wasn't getting traction. People weren't liking it that much. And I kind of already got burnt out on it. I feel like if I'm gonna...
Isn't it a strange coincidence that the fucking stream... The stream... So Phil, like, plays Dragon's Dogma 2. There's a scene where he's like in a brothel. And that was like... a day later, Phil's like, I'm not playing this game again. It's a hell of a coincidence that the fucking brothel scene or whatever in Dragon's Dogma 2 led to him not playing the game again. It's just a weird coincidence with Phil and his fucking strange like desire to avoid anything remotely sexual in games these days in case Cat gets upset or something. And yeah, like not long after Phil has that scene in Dragon's Dogma 2 where he can't escape the fucking area where like someone's sitting there or something like, you know, it's like, oh shit, I'm not going back to that game anymore.
To go back to an RPG, it would be Final Fantasy VII Rebirth if I even do, but I don't think that Dragon's Dogma 2, honestly, that I'm going to be caring that much about it, you know. I'm sorry I had to say this, but I think Dragon's Dogma 2, if you guys didn't notice this, I think it's just a remake of 1. Did you notice that on the title screen of the game, it doesn't say 2? On the title screen of Dragon's Dogma 2, it literally just says Dragon's Dogma. I think what they were going for, because remember, it's been over a decade since the original game, I think they were actually remaking the original game and didn't say anything, and Capcom didn't want to market it like that, so they called it 2, but it's not. It feels like you're playing the first game again with some modern tweaks, but dude, it feels like you're playing the first game again. So I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm just being honest. You know, every game has a window to kind of be played, right?
No, it fucking doesn't.
So Blue12356 has done our first tip of the day, $1 tip. Says, you know, I'm not really a fan of React stuff, but I do want to support you today. Do you think day streams do better because of the podcast? Maybe that's why Helldivers doesn't do good on the night stream. You know, I don't know.
The podcast is a fucking huge reason why the day streams do better than the fucking night streams. It is one massive reason. Also because the fucking gameplay for the day stream is an hour longer than a night stream, so there's fucking more time to essentially fucking squeeze money out your fucking dent heads on a day stream. But primarily though, the podcast is a big factor.
Sometimes I do feel like people come to the early stream just for the podcast, and then sometimes they'll stick around and sometimes they won't. There are definitely days when the podcast does really, really well. When it comes to support, I don't necessarily know if that's every day. Like, take a look at today, right? Today, this is one of the slowest podcasts that I've had in a long time, and it's okay. It's fine. It doesn't always have to be a crazy success or anything.
I love how you had to emphasize that. He's not complaining. He's not upset or anything. He's just observing it as all. It's just a factual observation. Without 1 minute, man, to fluff the fucking well, the fucking tip bucket, you know, then things dramatically slow down on the podcasts. And a lot of people, there's a lot of interesting theories as to what happened to 1 Minute Man. Some people think that 1 Minute Man changed his name. Just like how Planet Jeff turned into fucking 1 Minute Man, 1 Minute Man may have fucking turned into someone else. That's a possibility. Some people think 1 Minute Man, you know, 1 Minute Man's gone forever, you know what I mean, and the supporter's gone as well. I don't know about that.
Like that. It definitely could be a factor. Sure, right? Sure. Maybe, I don't know. Maximum Turbo says, I would say the podcast has good traction, maybe more so than gameplay some days, but it's in terms of viewership, not contributions, in my opinion. Yeah, I think so too. I think we always have pretty consistent viewership and following of the podcast, correct? I think so. And then sometimes that carries into the gameplay, sometimes it doesn't. On the night stream, it's just the gameplay, so maybe that's a factor. You maybe have, Blue may be onto something. Excuse me. All right, what else would you guys like to talk about this morning? That's true. I have no enemy says I should basically take the fisherman's hat that we were doing 2 years ago for Bassmaster and get it ready for another crab's treasure if we hit the tip skull. He's right. What I got to do is take some of the dangerous lures off the dang thing because we had so many lures on that thing that some of them had big hooks and stuff that were like hanging around, and every time I put it on I would be nervous I'm going to hook myself. So I think if I just scale it down a bit, I can make it more viable for that playthrough, and I probably will. Yeah.
So he's going to fucking bust out the old fishing hat again and try and get the lure streak going once more. You, Phil, you can try all you fucking want to try and fucking get, you know, the hat be some sort of, you know, viable goal, but it'll never fucking defeat
Fucking inflatable fucking crown.
that was the S tier headwear to have for a fucking tip goal, and you fucking threw it away because you couldn't be arsed to keep blowing the goddamn thing up because you have fucking weak ass lungs.
As Joel Law says, June and July are mostly dead. Maybe you can catch up on games then. Yeah, typically the summer's always dead, right? Let's be honest. Sometimes you'll have like one big game, 2 big games over the entire summer, but a lot of the times there's like nothing. So there's absolutely going to be ample opportunity for me to try to play catch up on certain things. But I still have the extra lures I bought. Yeah, they're in there somewhere. Like the lures and everything. I'm sure. Remember, we did a closet clean out after that summer. So I'm sure the lures are in there in one of my bins or whatever. You know, I didn't throw them out or anything. How do I feel about the melee build in Fallout 4? I'm excited to try it. You know, we're still early and we're only 5 hours in. I really haven't done that much with it. I'm very excited to see if it can become viable because I know that game has a lot of enemies with guns. Spawn Killer said, did I watch Shogun? No, I did not. I don't have the ability to watch it, I don't think, right? What's it on? I don't think it's on any of the services I have, so no, I have not watched it. Favorite movie theater snacks? Well, first of all, just the classic popcorn with butter is good. M&M's. Milk Duds I used to have a lot. Raisinets. Or the Bunch of Crunch. Or Junior Mints. All of those are things that I used to eat when I went to the movie theater. I was never a kid who liked gummies or sour things in the movie theater. Usually not. What are my expectations for the Elden Ring DLC? Basically, just that it's good and lengthy. Being that it's going to be expensive, $40, I'm hoping that it's going to be a very big chunk of gameplay, and it's going to have a lot of legacy-style dungeon content and a lot of cool bosses. So there you go. Boss! Hulu and Disney Plus? Yeah, see, I don't have those. That's why I can't see Shogun then. Well, check out Uden Chronicles. I don't know. I know that it's from the team that made Suikoden, but it's a Japanese turn-based RPG, and people just are not really liking Japanese RPGs these days on my channel, so I don't see if I'll be playing it or not. I don't think so. Not now, anyway.
The Japanese are banned from Phil's channel. Domi arigato.
I've never had a snowcap. I don't know what a snowcap is like. I've never had one. I like chocolate, and if they are chocolate, then I probably like it, but I've never actually had a snowcap as a piece of candy at a theater or anything.
Quite frankly, those people who make that shit up should be sued. They should be sued into oblivion. But I'm not a rich man, and I don't have the means to do it.
And by the way, who's popping? When Phil says that people don't like Japanese RPGs, what he means is his audience don't like Japanese RPGs. Phil has convinced himself that the whole reason there was some RPG burnout was because it was all to do with JRPGs. Even though Baldur's Gate 3 wasn't a JRPG. But he's lumped that in with JRPGs for reasons.
Am I a fan of the Fatal Fury series? Yeah, I used to play them in arcades back in the day. I mean, it hasn't been around in a million years. Like Mark of the Wolves was the last one, right? So it'll be exciting to see Fatal Fury come back and see if it's any good. Oh, really? Hanzo Kamaru says, Uden Chronicle is fantastic, but very slow. Which I would never allow it. Maybe in your next life you'll play it. Wow. Have I ever walked out of a movie? No. Never. Only because if you're paying the money to see it, you might as well stick through it. Like, even movies that I didn't like. Like, I remember my dad and I were a huge fan of Tim Burton stuff. We liked Edward Scissorhands. We liked Beetlejuice. We liked the Batman movies. So we went to see Mars Attacks. We're just sitting there, and we're like, how could this cast, this amazing cast of actors, be in such a bad movie? We couldn't believe how bad the movie was. But we didn't walk out. We stuck in there, and we watched the whole stinker. And man, it was a stinker. That Mars Attacks movie sucks. To this day, I'll tell you, it's still one of my worst movies in my memory that I've ever seen. I can't believe how bad it was. Excuse me. Okay, let's see here. I received a $2 tip.
Oh, wow. The tips are fucking popping off. That's like a fucking free 200% return.
SD Chargers says you need to remaster the classic Left 4 Dead 4-player co-ops.
I'm sorry, a $2 tip. Wow. Had to have done this biggest fucking tip of the day.
Well, the thing is about that, it's all multiplayer matches. And the thing is, yes, I have them. Like, I found the folders that have that stuff in it. So I could do that, but what I would have to do is I would have to edit it together into chunks. Like, my editors would probably take like a bunch of those matches and edit them all together into 30-minute chunks if possible. It might be a trickier side to do because every single time those matches ran, they were different length, right? I guess we'd have to see. But it is possible. That possibly I could do that if you think that's something worthwhile. I received a $5 tip.
Holy shit, man. The tips are popping off now. The next tip might be a $10 tip.
See here. It's an anonymous $5 tipper. So hold on a second here.
I'm doing it.
First animation of the day. I have an idea. Go to a crazy marathon like back in the day with a specific goal. I'm not sure what it would be, but I guess it would make sense to do with the Fallout TV series. With the TV show and all, it would definitely get attention. With the money raised, you can fund post-nasal drip surgery. It's good. I think it would work. What are you...
Oh my god. Oh my god. Look, if that feels like it was a fucking troll tip, which is a waste of fucking $5, okay? Still. One, dumbass wasting his money. Two, Phil actually read the fucking tweet, the tip message, which makes it barely worth it because usually he would fucking ignore it. Let's hear the whole thing again. Let's hear the whole thing and see how Phil was somehow convinced into reading all of that.
I have an idea. Go to a crazy marathon like back in the day with a specific goal. I'm not sure what it would be, but I guess it would make sense to do with the Fallout TV series. With the TV show and all, it would definitely get attention. With the money raised, you can fund post-nasal drip surgery. It's good. I think it would work. What are you talking about? First of all, how could I possibly do a marathon just based on the Fallout TV show? I don't know what you mean. Like, what would we do? Play Fallout games? I mean, I'm already doing that. Now, in what universe did we talk about me getting surgery for my post-nasal drip? I'm not sure what's going on. I think this is someone who's like going off the deep end. Like, what are you talking about? Yes, I have post-nasal drip. Some days it's way worse than others. It sucks, but it's not some debilitating illness that's causing me pain or...
You fucking cry about us fucking making fun of it, Phil. Is it, I can't do it. You're making fun of a medical condition. You guys are all evil. No, you cry and bitch and whine and moan when the detractors mock you for it. You've got it fucking banned as fucking... You have filters in your chat that some people are not allowed to fucking say, and things like snort are included. We're not allowed to fucking talk about you having gout. We're not allowed to fucking talk about you fucking snorting all over the fucking place. But it doesn't bother. But yeah, you have it, and it doesn't bother you. Apparently, it is sometimes, some days it's bad, but it is what it is.
Massive discomfort. Certainly, if I had money to spend, I don't think I'd be spending it on superfluous surgery to solve post-nasal drip. I would probably use it on way more important things.
Fucking WWE champions, for example. Yeah, let's just fucking have Phil Burnell blow like fucking $15,000 on WWE champions so far this year instead. $15,000 fucking dollars in like 4 whole months blown on WWE champions. That is insanity. To fucking spend 5 figures in a third of the year on a fucking mobile game. Meanwhile, you got people fucking trying their best to fucking make ends meet and not shit, and they're fucking trying to save money for fucking like more important things like a deposit for a new home or fucking looking after a fucking family, medical bills, not shit, you know. But he's spending 5 figures so far this year on WWE champions. It's just, it is insane to me how irresponsible people are with fucking money at times. It's just. It blows my tiny mind.
I don't know where this came from, right? Some people just come up with weird stuff, but I thank you for the $5 tip. And then I received another $2 tip. Happy React Day. This is an anonymous tipper. This is Happy React Day. Thank you for the $2 tip, whoever that was. I appreciate that. So we're up to $10 in tips. I'll be honest with you guys. I hope that basically there is support on the React stream. The reason I say that, a lot of the times with the React stream...
Just, he never appreciates what he fucking gets. Like, he was given fucking 10 buckaroos there, and he immediately fucking segues into, guys, that's a no bad start, but it better fucking pick up. That is what it is for Phil Burnell. Phil Burnell is essentially fucking just there to fucking beg you profusely until he fucking hits what he believes is an acceptable amount of fucking money for him to receive in that fucking day. But it's so fucking funny. For as much as Phil likes to fucking bitch and whine and moan about detractors stealing money from him and all that shit, you know what I mean? And detractors are always fucking doing it for the money. I have yet to hear a single fucking detractor fucking stop what they're fucking doing on a stream and tell their fucking audience, guys, you need to fucking pick up the contributions. That does not fucking happen. That to me, I don't think that's ever fucking happened. And if it does fucking happen, then obviously that fucking person should be would be called out, rightfully fucking so. But for fuck's sake, Phil, when you fucking sit there and you have nothing to fucking say, so you think, I know, I'm going to remind my audience that I want more fucking money. Jesus Christ, Phil. That's something. You can fucking bitch and whine and moan all you want about fucking detractors making money off your fucking dumbass fucking antics. But that is something we never fucking have to fucking pressure our audience to fucking doing. We never fucking try and guilt trip our fucking audiences into fucking contributing. They want to fucking do it, they fucking can. If people are having a grand time, that's a fucking main fucking aspect of the fucking day.
Doesn't get a lot of support. Usually it comes in on the podcast. And again, you know, those channels are primarily funded by the streams, or in the case of the React channel, memberships. If it weren't for the Ultra members and the submission tier members over there who submit the clips, that channel wouldn't even be viable, but it is because we have enough members. So I hope that people will support the stream over on the React channel, because we're about to end the podcast in like 10 minutes. Would I consider jumping back to Alien Isolation on a higher difficulty?
He's literally telling his audience they have 10 minutes to give him money.
I haven't played the game in almost 10 years. If I played it again, I would probably just do a standard playthrough again. If anyone ever wanted to see that, I don't know, but I don't see the point of doing a harder difficulty. People person is asking, was my original Metal Gear Solid 1 playthrough captured? I think all of my original Metal Gear Solid playthroughs were camera. I'm almost positive, all three, right? Because the first two and three were in the HD collection, and that was definitely camera. And then after I played those, people wanted me to play 1, and I did that on PS1, emulated on my PS3, and I think that was also camera. And yes, those could be remastered too, right? Sure.
Bruh.
Have I seen an Eddie bot on Twitch win matches by just pressing 3? No. No. Metal Gear games would be great. I found you for Metal Gear Solid 3. This is how you don't play video, and became a fan, says people person. Sure, many people did back in the day. Those were the biggest. This is how you don't play. That's how actually it started. The whole movement.
Metal Gear Solid 3, this is how you don't play. A legendary video. But yeah, a tough one to endure. Yeah. And yeah, Broside Phil was fucking traumatized experiencing what Phil was like back in the fucking day with that one. Oh, fuck me, man, that was a brutal one to endure, right enough. Phil fucking pausing the TV, not even pausing the TV, but he's got a camcorder pointed at the TV, and Eva is like fucking like severely injured. But yeah, because she's wearing a bikini, Phil's trying to like pretend to pinch her fucking, oh for God's sake. Yeah, Phil was as much as a prude as Phil is today, back in the fucking day, he was quite the opposite of that. He was quite the horn dog. This is a dead air.
Excuse me.
Phil with burps. Fuck me, man.
Roloff thinks that my gameplay is better than the React stuff, and that's fine. Not everyone is going to like everything that I do. Some people like various different projects more than others. Like some people literally absolutely love the throwback stuff. They're loving the retro React streams that I do. They have a great time on there. They're like, man, this is going down memory lane. You know, it's so nostalgic for me. And others just don't get it at all. They're like, I don't understand. You know, him reacting to his old gameplay. What's the big deal? You know, it's different strokes for different folks. But that's why I like to do so much content, and I like to do a variety of stuff. It appeals to a wider audience, and that's a good thing, right? If and when I have more information about us starting up our co-op playthrough of Beyond Two Souls, I will let you know. There's literally no reason to ask, because if I'm not...
There's no reason to ask. There's no... Look, Phil, you don't want to keep fucking hyping up and then cancelled 3 times in your fucking audience. There's literally no reason to ask. What if you fucking forget, Phil? And your audience don't fucking remind you, hey, don't you have a wife that you promise us some playthrough content, you know, co-op stuff with? And Phil's like, oh shit, I forgot about that.
Talking about it, it means
I just hold on. Let's rewind this so Phil can be toxic to this guy for simply asking an innocent question of what's happening with the co-op stuff. Be toxic, Phil.
If and when I have more information about us starting up our co-op playthrough of Beyond Two Souls, I will let you know. There's literally no reason to ask, because if I'm not talking about it, it means I don't have information about it. I tell you it's not coming, you know, in the next week. You know, if and when again we're ready for it, I'll let you know.
It complements the flavor perfectly. And it's so weird.
So she's not ready for it yet, which is why you fucking haven't said anything. Phil, she doesn't want to fucking date. She's not happy doing it. Take the fucking hint. That big beefy bitch wants nothing today with those co-op streams of yours.
Okay, guys, any other topics, any other things to talk about before we swap over? Because remember, we are going to swap over to the React channel. If you're live on the stream, you'll see a pop-up that says, hey, just click over. Everyone's going to the React channel for a fun thing, right? You can head over there. If you're not on stream, I hope you've enjoyed the show. I hope you'll check out the React content on DSP Reacts later today and or over the week. And same thing with the Throwback channel. I hope you'll check that out on DSP Throwback tonight and over the week. I'm glad you'll be on the late stream. I have no enemies. Cool.
A side salad, which was like lettuce, tomato, onion, insanely flavorful chicken. It's not dry. It's freaking robust.
Is this a Hawaiian or a Bahamian shirt? It's probably...
Oh, we might get weather talk here. We might get weather talk because somebody has fucking convinced them to fucking talk about his shirt. And why does Phil wear these kind of shirts? Because of the weather.
Nice shirt, 25 cents.
Wherever fucking go. Let's see if Phil talks about his, let's see if Phil talks about the weather here.
Is this a Hawaiian or a Bahamian shirt? It's probably Chinese shirt. It's probably made in China like everything else we buy in the United States, right? I honestly don't know where it's made. But as for the style, it just looks like, I don't know, jungle leaves or whatever. Island style, right? Nice shirt. I don't know what it's classified as, though. Don't really care.
Seriously? Seriously, Phil? Seriously? Really?
Okay, that's it. Are we good? No one's even tagging me in chat. What's up, Game Boy? How are you today? How's it going? Okay, so before we adjourn, final reminder, please support the React stuff. We are heading over now, DSP Reacts. So I hope that you guys will follow me over there and please support that channel. Again, the reason that I get to do the React stuff once a week is because people do support the channel via memberships and the stream. So thanks in advance. All right, fun podcast today. Hope you enjoyed my thoughts on Another Crab's Treasure. And we really need to start that discussion about what's the next game for DSP Throwback. Thanks for the initial ideas. I actually like the idea of Assassin's Creed 2, or LA Noire, or you know, something else old that definitely would like a visual upgrade. Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions, right? Something like that might be interesting. So I will talk to my editors about this, but at the same time, let's continue the discussion over the next several days and try to figure out what to do. In the meantime, thank you all. Can't wait to talk with you tomorrow about how the React day went and go from there. So thank you guys. Have a good day. I'll see you Monday.
We're still playing.
Okay.
The game's not over yet.
Let us get set up, everybody. Here we go. So, actually, now be on here. Let me get one here. Actually, set up the playlist. All right. Okay, here we go. Get this going. Let's get the camera size. Let's get the React logo up there. Get everything going.
The game is still going. It's not over yet, Snake.
So, good. Camera's good. Let's get the React logo. And the React pop-up's working. Oh, that channel. All right, so guys. This channel's going to go offline. I hope that you will click on the link that will appear on your screens and head over to the React channel. And we'll get started. In a few minutes, you know, by 1 p.m. we'll start that show, okay?
Give it prayer hands. Give it fucking prayer hands before you fuck off.
Thank you guys so much. Good podcast. I'll see you over on DSP Reacts.
Nay prayer hands. Oh well. So let's go to his fucking shitey React channel now.
Hands up, please. Not nice.
This must be the first video he's reacting to, because he's still offline here and he's still offline there. Okay, there we go. So is he talking here?
And support it yourself. I being checked.
Oh, fuck me. Okay, I think, okay, we've got it. So here we go, we have Phil now talking, and I think he talks for a while here. Well, maybe not, I don't know, when is it? Wait, does he have a new intro? Does he have an intro for his React crap? Hold on. He might have a new intro for his React crap. Give me a second, let me fix something very quickly here. Let me just change his chat so you guys can see his current chat, you know, because obviously we've got his DSP gaming chat right now in the bottom left there. Let's change that to his DSP React chat. There you go. But he might have a brand new intro here, or I might have pressed the wrong fucking button here. Let's see what fucking happens. Because I'm kind of confused. And also, let's go 1.25 speed.
Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to the show. Welcome to DSP versus the Internet, my weekly clips react show here on DSP React, of course. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're ready for some fun. Good variety of clips as usual, right? Let me just get the chat open, and then we can get set up and get ready to go. A few quick housekeeping things as we begin. All right. If you like the reacting stuff that I do every week here on the channel, thanks for being here, hanging out with me. Like I said, always a good variety of stuff, but it's you guys who submit the clips. So thank you. For those who continuously support this channel by being channel members of the submissions and ultra tiers, you are the reason this channel works. I really appreciate those who support this channel with memberships, because without them, this channel would not be viable. It does not make ad revenue because most of these videos and streams get fully claimed on YouTube for content ID. So the memberships really make it happen. And thank you to those who continuously support the channel. If you like this content and you want to be a part of it and support it yourself, become a member. A submissions to your membership gets you into a randomized playlist where everyone has an equal chance to have their clips watched. And Ultra membership guarantees you that we're going to be watching your gameplay, excuse me, your clips. Look at this.
Oh, it's a random fucking scrolling background on your idol in the YouTube app or something. Okay. Before this even continues, before this even carries on even more, there's something I want to fucking play for you guys. Give me a second to find it, okay? Because I forgot to do this at the start of the stream, and I want to do it now. So give me a second. The bingo's not over yet, okay? Just bear that in mind. The bingo is not over yet. But there's something that happened that Phil did yesterday, which was quite bizarre. Let me see if I can find it. It shouldn't be too hard to find, hopefully. Give me a wee fucking second here. It's taking a wee bit to find, you know. It's like, what? Where was it again? It was right before the end of his fucking shitey fucking. It's a weird thing I'm trying to find, but it'll be worth it. I think if Vegas figured out what I'm trying to find. Was it? Don't tell me it was this. Hold on, give me a second, guys. Give me a second. Oh, good, I found it. You're fucked now, Vega. I found it. Oh, I found it. I'm so sorry, Vega, but I found it. So, this is what happens with DSP when I don't stream on Saturdays. Okay?
Oh, man, sorry. I gotta flap my jowls to wake up.
And this broke the fuck out of Vega. This broke him like more than you can imagine.
Man, sorry.
So, yeah.
Oh, man, sorry.
So, Phil's sorry, but not as sorry as I am when I play it at 0.25 speed. There you go. Now, I know what you're thinking, that's quite fucking slow. Could it possibly get any better than that? Well, it depends what your definition of fucking better is, because we can play this even slower.
Oh, man, sorry.
So, we can go all the way down to 0.1 speed. Yeah. So yeah, that's what happens. And of course, I think this is I think Vega's linking me to the Rebse version.
Oh man, sorry.
Jesus Christ!
I gotta flap my jowls to wake up.
Oh bloody hell! That's very well made from Rebse. To be fair, that's very well made. That's a good link, yeah, definitely a good link to share your appreciation of that's the Rebse version. But whatever else happened on Bingo, I just kind of thought to myself, you know what, I fucking want to kind of see Phil's jowls shaking again. And I think Indrid made a version where it was in fucking reverse. They had it in reverse on, you know, when fucking Indrid made her version, which just sounded like Phil was possessed as fuck. It's crazy. Anyway, let's carry on with the Bingo. With that out of the way, let's get on with Bingo and see if we can get Phil to say or do one or more of these things for us to get the Phil house.
This thing that plays on YouTube when you're idle. Yes, a Ultra Tier membership guarantees we're going to be watching 4 of your clips once a week for a whole month, okay? Also, I will just say this up front. Please support today's stream. This channel really only makes any revenue on this stream once a week and the memberships. That's it. So please support the stream. My goal on every stream is to try to at least hit the tier 1 tips goal of $50. If we could do that by the end of today's stream, that would be amazing. That would help a ton and keep this channel viable to operate. So please consider it. I believe, I just want to get the proper thing open here. Let's see here. Now, see, I think it was it Cheetah Man? I think Cheetah Man popped their membership message here and says Sunday is React Day. Thank you.
Oh, motherfucker. I think Aviga found the retractable version. Give me a second.
Oh,
Is this normal speed for me? Okay, this is normal speed for me. Okay, I just want to make sure. There's more. There's more. A minute long video. We're only halfway through.
Blowing his money on mobile games, blowing his money on this and that. I'm spending all this money buying DoorDash for my business. I need to put disgusting food in the mouths of my family members. Obviously, I need tips.
Or just a random dead air that ended concluded, or what the fuck? Although, whenever I watch any fucking videos in reverse, we got any Red Dwarf fans in here? You know the episode they did when they're out in the fucking wild, essentially, you know what I mean? Like they're in a world which is in reverse. So things work in reverse. That episode is fucking, that blew my mind. It's a brilliant episode. But when I just see anything in reverse, it just makes me think of that episode. They're trying to fucking like ride away in bikes and they're fucking going backwards and all that shit. And Santa's a big villain because he comes in your chimney and steals all your presents every Christmas. Fuck me. So yeah, that was the reverse gel clown flaps as a detractor version. In case anyone's interested in the fucking detractor version, link to that is in the chat. Again, if you guys want to check that out. Let's get on to the bingo and let's see if we can get Phil to say or do one of these things. We are 1 away from a full house. And I've been stalling like crazy to try and get 200 likes.
Cheetah Man. For some reason, it didn't show up in my queue here. Likely because I didn't have it open when he did it. So it didn't show up, but he did do that earlier. I see that on my YouTube dashboard, so thank you for that. How's my day going? It's going all right. Remember, the way that this show works is it's basically 20 to 30 minute segments. Okay, and then after each segment, I take a quick break and I do any shout outs for any contributions or answer any questions or whatever that's going on. There is some interactivity. If people talk to me about the clips while they're going on, I will talk with you about it. That's fine. Thank you, Adam. Adam, 3 months as a member and says happy React Day, everyone. Appreciate that, Adam. Excuse me. Okay, so I think we should get started. We're going to start with the Ultra member clips. Again, these are the clips from people who are the biggest supporters of the channel and keep the channel viable to operate. So thank you to the Ultra members who every week post up your clips.
Nay prayer hands.
And that's it. Let's get the party started, shall we? All right, here we go. Let me actually hit play all and I just want to do a brief intro for the on-demand viewers as well, if you don't mind. Let me do that. Okay. Actually, what episode is this? Episode 62. Okay, couldn't remember the number. Here we go.
Who fucking cares?
Hello, everyone.
He is now recording for his shite React content, and are you fucking kidding me on? We somehow end up 1 away. He didn't discuss the weather, he never said voted, even though he fucking mentioned polls earlier on. He didn't display any YouTuber jealousy. He can't display a little bit of Twitch jealousy, but nothing to do with YouTuber jealousy. And he didn't give the prayer hands, despite not getting a lot of support. He didn't give the prayer hands, asking and pleading for people to fucking give him money. He openly begged a lot, but there was no fucking prayer hands. We are 1 away from a goddamn full house. That is infuriating to me. Let me just tick that,
Burger.
5 in a row. That's concerning.
Aviga, I don't buy that technicality. Phil didn't mention YouTuber once. In fact, Phil was advocating people to do it on YouTube instead of Twitch. And he's also talking about kicking all that shit and Rumble or whatever. But nah, Phil was not displaying YouTuber jealousy there. It's too much a stretch. I can't accept that. We used to have Twitch on a bingo card, by the way, but Phil very rarely mentions Twitch these days. Probably because it's fucking sore subjects for him, so there you go. we're going to be one short in the bingo. That's the sad state of the matter. But hey, we still have $230 in the bingo prize fund, and we have another 2 bingo streams to try and add on top of that. So yeah, there's potential in our $50 to add to the bingo prize fund between now and the end of the month. But yeah, guys, let's go to live DSP and see how he's doing, shall we?
Air conditioning and...
Oh yeah, he's not fucking got to his first break yet, so as far as we can tell, he's still got 10 buckaroos. Get fucked, Phil, you're not getting any fucking support today. Guys, I'm going to wrap things up there, and nicely prompt today. Didn't go too long today, which is okay. I believe the plan for the week ahead, of course, is obviously bingo tomorrow, bingo Tuesday, but bingo Tuesday is the 30th of April, the final day of the month. So after the bingo is done on Tuesday, we're going to have a marble race, and we'll see who wins that bingo prize fund. So we're going to sort out on Tuesday after bingo regardless, okay? And then from Wednesday, it'll be the 1st of May, May Day, shout out to fucking May. And yeah, I think D-Dog has a graphic for the schedule for May. Yeah, D-Dog made a graphic for the schedule for May. Wednesday, May 1st, bustin'. Who doesn't like bustin'? There you go. Yeah, May Day, of course, 1st of May. And also, that day is infamous in the tractor folklore. You guys all fucking know why. I wonder what my thumbnail will be that day. But yeah, guys, so that'll basically be the next few days ahead, however. So yeah, we've got 2 more days, 2 more bingos to try and add to the bingo prize funds. But yeah, join me tomorrow for some more bingo antics if you wish to join me. I do hope you all enjoy the rest of your weekend, whatever it is you end up doing. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow, as I said, for some more bingo. But until then, guys, I do hope you all enjoy the rest of your Sunday, as well as obviously your Monday as well, whatever you end up doing. And I'm going to end how I always end, by pointing to today's PIG contributions made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations. But yeah, remember guys, Prophet's a new video, link to it is in the top of the chat right now because it got a pinned comment up there. And yeah, there's a few new detractor videos out as well. I've seen was it Ludacris, old style detractor. Ludacris was promoting their video on the good old Twitter earlier on as well, you know what I mean? And fucking there's Jaha fucking showing off him being a big beefy bastard as usual. When are we going to get a fundraiser for Jaha to find a fucking top that fits him? It feels a bit cruel that he can't fucking find any tops whatsoever to fit his fucking physique. It's a real shame. Then again, he would insist on ordering the fucking small sizes. Big beefy bastard, but he looks after himself. But yeah, guys, so yeah, check out new detractor content. Whatever it is, I'll say you end up doing whatever. But yeah, guys, I'll be back tomorrow, as I said. But until then, guys, have a good one, and I'll catch you all later. Goodbye.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, "I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower?" When you're showered in money, when you go outside, all of a sudden, greenbacks start falling from the sky, and you raise your face up. You're like, oh, you start dancing. You go, oh, money, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day. Money, yeah. Money, oh, money, yeah. Money, yeah. Money, oh, money, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Money, yeah. Money, oh, money, yeah. Money, it's gone. Just gone like that.